understand what they have and cherish it. I'd hate to see them be like the Kentucky fan base. I know they wish they still had Calipari, and I know the Texas fan base wish they still had Rick Barnes. He leaves and goes to Tennessee. So I just hope they appreciate him and cherish him because what they're doing is really special. 3 out of 4 NCAAs is hard to do in the NBA South.
Absolutely. We'll see why it's great to catch up with you and look forward to what I think will be a really good game here in St. Louis coming up. And best of luck to you, although a lot of our listeners would say not quite in the next couple of hours. But you understand that.
I understand.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you, man.
Stay with us, folks, on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most. To find your local agent, visit shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Into the paint to the rim for the windmill. Tigers by 21.
Mizzou basketball is brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. This is the Shelter Insurance pregame show.
Mike Kelly back at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Missouri getting set to face the Miami Hurricanes in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Time now for our Bud Light scouting report with Missouri Associate Head Coach Kyle Smith-Peters. First of all, congratulations. What impresses you about Miami's team?
Appreciate it, Mike. I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is I think they got a lot of grit. Trey Donaldson's a heck of a playmaker, distributing the ball out top, but also being able to take over a game. Fortunately for us being in the conference, being in the SEC, being in conference play the last 2 months, we've seen a lot of that. So it really fits hand in hand with what we've seen. But for the foremost thing that sticks out to me is just I think their ability to rebound the basketball. They really just kind of throw that thing up there and try to go get it. So I think we got to do a great job of making sure we keep them off the glass and not get frustrated ourselves by going to the glass of them trying to, block out.
When you look at their size, particularly Renew and Uday, how do they try to utilize those two on the offensive side?
Well, a lot of screens. They're going to use them for a lot of screening actions with Donaldson, and then of course they will make some post-entry passes inside. But even Renew is a very similar player to a Mark Mitchell, where they'll isolate and try to get him to attack. He's a little bit more of a straight line driver than what Mark is. Doesn't have the shiftiness to him, but in that case, still, it's a big tank coming downhill. You got to hit with your body and then turn around and block out and make sure you don't give him the miss. So we've been in a lot of preparation this week in practice of doing certain things to try to negate some of those things that these players like to do. I do think our guys are in a great mindset and a confident mindset here moving in tonight.
What has to be your approach on the offensive end?
Ball movement. I mean, the ball's got to move. We can't let it stick. We ran into a bit of a funk here lately where the ball's been stuck, and I think intentions are good. I think the guys have the right intentions of what they want to do. It's just about what needs to be done. And, our guards have got to move the basketball. It gets more people involved, and, we've seen some slips and some numbers, a few guys, just because the ball's sticking. There's less passes, there's less opportunities, less points. So, it really does go hand in hand. So we make sure the ball is distributed, moved, and, spread out like we've been doing earlier before these past couple of games where we had a lot of success on the offensive end.
Go get it done.
Appreciate you, Mike.
That is Kyle Smith-Peters, and I'm Mike Kelly. Dennis Gates, brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri, is up next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox in the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance, protecting your business vehicles 24/7. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Mike Kelly here. When it comes to protecting your home, you've got to have a solid defense. That's why I count on Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. For nearly 40 years, Helitech has been keeping homes healthy, foundations strong, and blocking water. Their team of experts play every job like it's the championship game with skill, precision, and pride. Inspections are free, so make your next move at HelitechOnline.com. Helitech, where the best defense starts below the floor.
Heal your home with Helitech.
On the court, it's speed, precision, connection. Off the court, Brightspeed delivers the same. 100% fiber internet. Award-winning speeds, always unlimited data. Stream the game. Replay the highlights. Video call with the crew. No data caps. No limits. Just fiber that keeps up. Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. Learn more at brightspeed.com/lovefiber.
Mike Kelly in St. Louis, Missouri and Miami tonight. We get a chance to visit with Tigers head coach Dennis Gates, brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri. First of all, congratulations, my friend. Third time in 4 years, your team is in the NCAA tournament.
Well, definitely an outstanding accomplishment. I truly believe our staff deserves credit. Our players who believe in us with their careers deserve credit. It's all hands on deck. It takes a lot to run a Division I program, and a successful one at that matter. And I just think, just being able to lead the program how I have, NCAA tournament is a recognition that is very important to me. So I thank you for that. I thank our fans, our support, but also our village, the city of Como, for what they do for us as well.
So a lot of familiarities between these two staffs. Jay Lucas, the head coach, your former associate head coach, Charlton Young, now serving on his staff. What makes matchups like this difficult from a coach's perspective?
Well, you said it best. It's the relationships, because you cheer guys on in their careers. You have these personal relationships, but also you have to look at it from the standpoint of winning championships is hard. Jay Lucas's dad has been a fixture in our business for so long at the pro level, high school level, college level. And we all knew that Jay was going to be a head coach, but I would rather not face him, right? And that's just because of the relationship runs so deep, because you do want a first-year guy that you know to be successful, but I want him to be successful until he plays us. That's my rule. That's how I look at it. Charlton Young, obviously, here at the ground level of building our foundation here, somebody that I've had a great relationship with for a long time. We worked together at Florida State. So I know he's cheering us on. I'm cheering him on. And obviously our former player, Marcus Allen, who was diagnosed with cancer. So it's a close-knit game, but players make plays at that point. Once the tip-off comes up, man, we're going to treat each other like enemies and hug each other after the game.
What impresses you about their team?
They have great physicality, great guards. Trey Donaldson is one of the better guards in the country, having played at Michigan, having played at Auburn. Now he brings that winning to Miami. And when you look at Henderson, former Duke signee, Malik Renew, you look at their starting center, Edu. Those guys, man, they do a great job. And they have experiences that can help them. True Washington, the same. So they don't have as much depth, but they have good players, 1 through 7.
What do you need to see from your team tonight to advance?
Well, we got to win points in the paint. We have to try our very best to neutralize them in transition, meaning don't give them opportunities, whether it be long rebounds and us being out of position to stop them in transition. The other thing is offensive rebound, and we got to keep them off the glass, because if you force turnovers and you get offensive rebounds, those are extra possessions against any opponent, and that's kind of what their identity has been. So it's almost like two of the same programs facing each other, and we got to see what's going to break the dam, and we don't know.
Go get it done. Thank you.
Thanks, MIZ.
ZOU, that's Dennis Gates, and I'm Mike Kelly. Starting lineups next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom, and Lime, and Strawberry, Lemon, and Basil, Quirk packs a Tiger's Paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with a Tiger checking card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses with affordable coverage options. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox in the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
Hi, you're listening to Meditating with Jan from Toyota. Soften your focus and visualize yourself off-roading in a Tacoma. Now engage your senses. What do you hear? A donkey, because you're driving the kids to a farm sanctuary in a Grand Highlander. Breathe in, breathe out, and go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends March 31st. Toyota, let's go places.
Echoing from Como to every corner of the Show Me State. It's time for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz will drive to the right block. Hey, he flushed it. Deep three from the logo. Good. We're tied at 81. Running Pierce to the right side to the rim for the tomahawk. To the left wing off the bounce from three. Number 4 goes down. This is a special place. Mitchell puts up a three-pointer. Good. And Missouri wins it in overtime. MIZ.
Mizzou basketball is brought to you by Central Bank. Show your swagger with a Tiger checking card from Central Bank. And by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Live from Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis, the Tigers, the Hurricanes, the madness starts now. This is the NCAA tournament. Now with the call of the game, here's Chris Trevino and the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mizzou basketball on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Anytime the NCAA comes to St. Louis, there is a Missouri grad who's very instrumental in everything that takes place during this week. His name is Jack Watkins, and I had a chance to visit with him yesterday. Well, the heart and soul of the Missouri Valley's basketball operation is their senior associate commissioner, a Mizzou grad, my friend Jack Watkins, who I have known since 1990, buddy.
It's amazing. I mean, great friendship, Mike. You're such a wonderful ambassador for the university. I know our family, which is steeped in Mizzou tradition, is so grateful to have you calling Missouri basketball.
How many years now with the Missouri Valley?
Incredibly, it's my 34th year. I left left Mizzou. Actually, on the 5-year anniversary at Mizzou was my last day there when I joined the Valley in 1992.
How many times now in your 34 years has the Valley been able to host a first and second round site?
Well, gosh, overall, this will be our 15th hosting. We've hosted, 5 first and second rounds, 8 regionals, and a Final Four, men's Final Four in 2005.
What goes into it? How many people are involved when you start talking about your staff, volunteers, both from other institutions and also from the public?
Well, I think we have a great partnership with the St. Louis Sports Commission, Explore St. Louis. Our LOC is really strong. We have a lot of Valley grads that actually come and work both the Valley tournament as well as postseason play. I think our volunteer minions are probably around 300, and a lot of them are old SIDs. A lot of them are Missouri Journalism School grads. There's only one right way to do things, or one way to do things, and that's the right way. And our volunteers are just an extension of who we are.
When you think back to your time as a student and also working at Mizzou, What are some of the memories that come to mind?
Oh, Lord. I'll try to be really quick. When I was a student, certainly beating Oklahoma 10-0 in 1983, that was really special. Basketball-wise, there were so many fond memories. In '89, beating Creighton and beating Texas in Dallas to go to the Sweet 16. That was really special. That year was memorable, sadly for a different reason, when Norm didn't get to coach his greatest team. But I don't know. Those really are the top of mind for me, both a student and as a full-time staffer.
For a guy that grew up in the state, you knew the legend of Norm Stewart before you even arrived on campus. What was it like a few years later to then work with him on a daily basis?
Well, you have to pinch yourself and remember that he puts his pants on one leg at a time, just like you do. But it's clearly the most famous Mizzou alum. And I learned a lot about life from Coach Stewart, not just the sport of basketball.
You were one of the few that remain in the business that had a connection to Bill Callahan. People forget the impact that he had on the media relations business. Can you describe it?
Mr. Callahan says you could do a great body of work. You could try to be as much as you could to everybody. But if you didn't have credibility in your actions as well as your words, you weren't going to last very long in this business. He was the most credible, ethical college sports administrator that I've met in my career.
It's great to see you, my friend.
Same here, MIC.
ZOU. Jackie Ray Watkins joining us yesterday and doing a terrific job for the Missouri Valley. Starting lineups first for the Miami Hurricanes. Malik Renew, 6'9", 238-pound senior from Miami. Shelton Henderson, 6'6", 240, a freshman from Houston. Ernest Uday, 6'11", 260, a senior from Orlando. Trey Donaldson, 6'3", 198, a senior from Tallahassee. And Dante Allen, 6'4", 220. He's a freshman guard from Miami, Florida. Missouri's lineup stays the same. T.O. Barrett at one guard. 6'4", 205, a sophomore from Oklahoma City. Jaden Stone, 6'4", 185, out of Perth, Australia. Trent Pierce, 6'10", 225 from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Mark Mitchell, 6'9", 230, the senior from Kansas City, Kansas. And Sean Phillips at 7 feet and 245, the senior from Dayton, Ohio. In his first season, Jay Lucas has coached the Miami Hurricanes to a school record 25 wins. In his fourth season, Dennis Gates has taken Missouri to 3 NCAA tournaments. He's 75-58. Chris, final word before we tip this baby off.
Well, really looking forward to this. Missouri and Virginia, Miami obviously meeting for just the second time. The first time, as you mentioned early in the broadcast, Missouri beat the Hurricanes in Albuquerque on the way to the Elite Eight. And Miami third in the ACC behind only Duke and Virginia. Missouri, of course, comes in as a lower seed, but I would say this. The SEC, I believe, a stronger league than the ACC. It's showing up well in the tournament, Mike. So far, the SEC 7-1, with Florida looking to make it 8-1 as a 1 seed with a lead tonight, and the ACC just 3-4. Our officials, what a crew. Kip Kissinger has worked 3 Final Fours. He's the crew chief. Courtney Green is alongside. He's worked 2 Final Fours. Sean Hall is the third official. He's worked 13 NCAA tournaments. Kissinger and Green both in the Final Four last year, and I would bet they're both in the Final Four again this season. What a crew for this opening round game.
And our buddy Terry Oglesby is in the building watching. Sean Phillips, along with Pierce, Mitchell, Stone, and Barrett in the black uniform with white and gold trim. Miami in the white uniform with green and orange trim. Tigers will go from right to left, or from left to right as we begin things here inside the Enterprise Center on the corner of 14th and Clark in downtown St. Louis.
What a great environment in the building. Of course, we're here every December for Mizzou, Illinois. That's wonderful. This is spectacular also, but with a much different field, an NCAA tourney game.
Uday to jump center against Sean Phillips. Kip Kissinger, one of the outstanding officials in our game, to toss it. Ball in the air, controlled in the backcourt by Mitchell. Hands to Barrett, Missouri, left to right in the front court. Barrett into the front court on the logo. Handling the ball with Allen, the freshman, guarding him. Left side between the circles. Pierce has it, guarded by Henderson. One bounce, right wing Mitchell, trying to drive, guarded by Renew. To the right block, turns middle, dump it inside. Off the hands of Missouri's big man into the front court. Off the Phillips turnover comes Miami. Handling the ball middle of the floor, Henderson to Renew, left side between the circles, taken by Donaldson. Guarded by Jaden Stone. Just underway in St. Louis. First possession for the Canes. Renew spinning to the elbow, cut off by Mitchell. Now left wing trying to back him down. Facing up with the dribble, spins to the block, gets into the middle of the paint, turns back to the left side, rims out, rebound Barrett of Missouri. Throw it ahead to Mitchell, right sideline, comes into the front court looking for the first points of the game. Barrett gets right elbow, right wing for Mitchell. Mitchell, ball fake, now throws it outside. Stone, reverse it left side. Barrett, left side of the key. Behind a Phillips screen. Pull back three from the left side. Missed it. Long rebound, tipped and controlled by Miami. Into the front court. Allen to the left wing inside the arc. Mishandles the ball, throws it outside. Taken by Donaldson. Wants a hide screen from Uday. Gets to the free throw line. 17-footer off the bounce off the front of the rim. Rebound, Pierce of Missouri. No score in the game. Just about 1 minute and 15 seconds in. Pierce bounces, no look pass. Stone lays it up and in. A pretty dime, and Missouri takes the 2-0 lead.
Really look for those two guys to contribute and help the Tiger cause. Stone and Pierce, so vital. Missouri took off in conference play when they both became healthy and available.
Donaldson left of the logo. Behind a pick, gets to the right side. Renew, left elbow, will drive Mitchell to the left block. Hanging, puts it up and in to tie the game at 2.
Big, strong lefty, Mike. First team All-ACC, leads this team in scoring and rebounding.
Stone into the front court behind a Phillips screen, top of the key. Right wing for Barrett. Barrett guarded by Allen, trying to back him down, hip towards the basket. Rifles it left wing, open Pierce. Here comes a three. Pinball's out. Rebound Allen. Flips it to Donaldson. Throws ahead right sideline. Henderson to the trailer. Allen on the right wing. Middle of the floor, Renew. Left side, Donaldson. Behind a pick on a slip for Renew on the left wing. He challenges Phillips into the paint. Turns left side, lays it up. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Stone. Into the front court comes Stone for Missouri. Game tied at 2, 17:42 to play in the first half. Stone falls down, leaves the ball for Barrett. One thing you notice, they're playing with new basketballs, and there have been issues with being able to control the ball. Sometimes a little slick with a new ball. Barrett a crossover, drives Donaldson to the baseline. Handling the ball, 9 on the shot clock at the block, turns middle, goes reverse, left it under the backboard, forced the shot, no need to do it. Donaldson throws ahead, Henderson to the right block, head and shoulder fake, falls down and travels, and Missouri gets it back with the game tied at 2 with 17-17 to play in the first half.
Good hustle back defensively for Missouri to make it difficult for Henderson, and Jaden Stone mentioned a couple of times to the officials their wet spot on the floor near midcourt. I've also noticed the basketballs that you mentioned, they've had some slick spots as well with the perspiration and just handing on these balls. A couple of games I've seen have been stopped because of that.
Mitchell throws it, breaking the press, taken on the logo by Stone, throws it left of the logo between the circles for Barrett. Miami goes to a little zone. Right side now, Stone. Back to Barrett, left side. Left wing, Mark Mitchell, 16-footer off the catch, missed it. Rebound Allen. Game tied at 2. Allen throws ahead to Donaldson in front of the pack to the rim. Reverse, missed it. Rebound tipped by Stone, controlled by Pierce. Missouri coming left to right. Mitchell, alley-oop, tipped away by Uday and controlled by Miami. Allen bounces right sideline, Renew. Right corner, Donaldson, a 3, made it. Miami takes a 5-2 lead.
Well, he's a great player. Remember him from Auburn and Michigan, a former high school quarterback, just a tremendous athletic point guard for the Canes.
Canes with a 5-2 lead, 16 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the first half here in St. Louis at the Enterprise Center. Again, the 1-2-2 zone with Henderson at the point. Stone on the logo, Barrett right side for Pierce. Shadowed by Allen, now back to Stone, right of the logo, left of the logo for Barrett. Barrett, left corner, Pierce an open 3 to tie it, missed it. A rebound pulled down by Henderson. Throws to Allen, now throw it ahead, Donaldson left sideline, crossover around Stone to the free throw line. Right wing, Renew, an open 3, off the rim, missed it, rebound, Stone flies in to get it. Less than 16 to play, Missouri down 5-2 with the ball. Stone, right side between the circles. Left side of the logo, Barrett, left corner for Pierce. To the left wing with the right-hand dribble. Looks inside, pivots, and throws it outside to Barrett. Left of the logo, shot clock at 15. Tigers trailing 5-2 early. Barrett on the left wing, bounces it left block, Mitchell. To the cutter, Phillips had it stripped, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Phillips, and it takes us to the under 16 timeout. Anthony Robinson will come in. Miami with the early 5-2 lead on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
This is Will Garrett with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. See the difference when you shop local. Call me at 573-514-8000.
Show your stripes right here.
Holding to the rack. Jam! He flushed it!
This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
At MediaCom, we believe no matter where you live or work, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we're one of the first in the nation to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve, why we invest billions of dollars into our network. And it's why you can always count on MediaCom to deliver 99.99% network reliability. The fact is, it doesn't matter where you are. With MediaCom, you're always moving forward. Network reliability based on the 2022 MediaCom Executive Summary Outage Exception Report.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
Mike Kelly back inside the Enterprise Center in St. Louis where the Tigers trail early with 15 minutes and 38 seconds to play. Miami 5, Missouri 2. This broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under the broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. I want to send out a shout out to our buddy Nate Gatter, a proud Mizzou grad who should be doing this game for Westwood One, but a little bit under the weather. Tom Leach replacing him tonight, but Nate, we're thinking about you and hope you feel better soon.
Both teams cold to start this game, Mike. Missouri just 1 for 6. Miami 2 for 7. Rebounding is even 5 apiece. 1 Miami turnover, but 3 Tiger turnovers. And that's something, obviously, Missouri wants to keep that total down low in this environment.
Robinson in, Barrett on the bench. Barrett forced a shot a couple of possessions ago. Missouri 0 for its last 4. Miami will have the ball with 15:38 to play. Robinson, Stone, Mark Mitchell, Trent Pierce, and Sean Phillips. Uday, Renew, into the game for the first time. True Washington joining Henderson and Donaldson. So Allen, the freshman guard, goes to the bench. Donaldson comes right to left. A couple of high school teammates. Anthony Robinson guarding Trey Donaldson. Throws it in the paint. Tipped away by Mark Mitchell. Run down by Robinson. Here comes Missouri. 3-on-2 break. Throw it ahead. Stone lays it up and it's pinned. A wedge ball. Count the basket. Missouri cuts the lead to 5-4.
I look for big things from Ant Robinson in this tournament. I think Missouri needs big things from him, and if he produces, he can really be special for this team. And you mentioned he and Donaldson not only were classmates and high school teammates, they were neighbors. Ant told me yesterday he lived right down the street from me, so he was really excited about this matchup, and that's who he's guarding now.
Donaldson and Miami have the ball, leading 5-4 into the front court from right to left, guarded by Robinson on the logo, middle of the floor. Throws it right side, Renew, right of the logo, guarded by Mitchell. Dribbles to the right side, hands. Washington comes to the left side. Good show by Phillips. Picked up by Stone. Left side between the circles. Curling Donaldson to the free throw line. Looks in, gets it to Uday. Blocked by Phillips off the backboard. Pulled down by Stone. Just hammered it off the glass. Stone to Mitchell on the left side. Back to Stone, top of the key. Ball fake, one bounce. Here comes a three. Missed it. Rebound tipped and controlled by Henderson. Henderson comes into the front court from right to left. Miami by 1. Henderson behind a screen from Uday to the right elbow, 15-footer. Rims out, tipped up and in by Renew on the follow. Robinson did not block out the big. Throw it ahead for Mitchell in the front court. Missouri trailing 7-4 as Robinson takes it against the 1-2-2 zone. Robinson left side for Stone. Stone ball fake. Looks inside. Now throws it to Robinson, right side between the circles. Right wing Mitchell inside the arc, guarded by Uday. Cut off in the short corner, picks up the dribble. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 10, guarded by Donaldson. Pull back 3 off the bounce from the right side. Good! And Missouri ties it at 7.
Had a great look. Donaldson actually gave him a slap on the behind after the basket. Like, nice shot, friend.
Renew, middle of the floor. Reverse it, left side. Donaldson, guarded by Robinson, tied at 7. Drop it behind the back, cut off by Ant. Now left wing, Renew. Faces up against Mitchell, tries to drive, cut off by Mark. Handling the ball, spinning baseline, comes under the basket, forces it, missed it, rebound Uday, lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Trent Pierce.
Well, Sean Phillips, though, playing big, as he should with that 7-foot frame, strong inside. Again, if he stays available, can give the Tigers minutes with a brief break now with Burns coming in, but probably briefly for a minute before the next media timeout. Phillips could be so valuable at both ends.
Noam Dubrat comes in for Miami. He'll inbound it baseline right, left corner Washington, tipped out of bounds by Trent Pierce. Again, Missouri with the 1-3-1 zone on the baseline out of bounds, as though they move from the right side of the basket to the left side of the basket with Dubrat to inbound the ball. Ball fake, bounce it in, caught by Henderson, faces up against Burns, jump stop in the paint, got it back now, Donaldson, left wing through Washington, the lefty with a 3, made it. Miami takes a 10-7 lead on the true Washington field goal from the left wing. Robinson comes into the front court for Missouri. 13:25 to play in the first half. Robinson, left side, Mitchell. Mitchell looks inside. Top of the key for Burns. Burns, right wing for Robinson, guarded by Washington. Holds the ball. Top of the key, Pierce steps into a 3. Air ball. Barely caught the rim, pulled down by Donaldson. Right to left comes Miami. Throw it ahead, Dumbrad on the left wing. Right corner, Henderson, left-hand drive, gets into the paint, lost the ball, picked up by Uday, left side of the basket. Triple team to Donaldson, reverse it right side to Washington. Drives, gets into the paint, dump it to Uday, lays it up, rims in. Miami with a 12-7 lead, its largest lead of the night.
Great ball movement, Donaldson cross court, and then Miami on the dribble drive and the pitch inside for the point-blank shot.
Robinson for Missouri, right elbow for Mitchell. Fouled by Dubrat on a reaching foul. So Cruz will come in for Missouri to replace Trent Pierce. Missouri trailing by the score of 12-7.
Both teams into their benches now. Missouri with its usual 3 in there in that 8-player rotation that Coach Gates has been using, and Miami's got a couple deep so far too, as everybody gets a little taste of the activity here in this Enterprise Center.
Tigers to inbound baseline right, and Phillips active while he was in there, did not pick up a foul. Under 12 timeout coming up.
It's a good
chance
start
to get him out.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We know what he can mean to this team, Mike. We've talked about it so much throughout this season, and so if he's available, Missouri can do some things.
Renew back in for Miami. Right corner, open Stone. Here comes a 3. Missed it. Rebound tipped. Controlled by Renew. Throw it ahead. Dumfrat to the right wing. Cut off by Robinson of Missouri. To the trailer, Donaldson. Left side now, Washington. Guarded by Mitchell on the switch. Between a pick or behind a pick to the free throw line. Leans in. Throws it outside now, Dumfrat. Dribbles to the right side. Hands it to Donaldson. Curls it top of the key. Left wing, Washington. Open 3. Missed it. Rebound. Run down by Cruz. But intercepted by Washington. To the trailer, Dumfrat, deep 3 right side, pinballs out, rebound pulled down by Stone. Missouri with the ball trailing by 5. 12:07 to play in the half. Robinson will drive, get into the paint, top of the key, Stone. Ball fake, left-hand drive, left wing, Mitchell. Mitchell, a jab step, handling the ball inside the arc, guarded by Washington. Top of the key, Stone, here comes a 3. Bang, and Missouri pulls within 2.
Third time's a charm for Jaden. I thought he had a couple of good looks earlier, just couldn't knock them down. But maybe now he gets started and really helps this team along.
Next dead ball, the under 12. 12-10 is the Miami lead here in St. Louis. Donaldson hands to Washington, fouled on a reach by Stone to take us to the under 12. Just almost in a frustration as Stone thought he had the ball the first time, didn't pop out, and then he whacked at the offensive player to pick up the personal foul. We head to a break in St. Louis. 11:38 to play here in the first half. Missouri trailing 12-10 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates, with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. For the 3rd year in a row, Forbes recognized Shelter Insurance as one of the world's best insurance companies for auto insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com.
call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank, strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Back in St. Louis with 11:38 to play in the first half. Missouri trailing 12-10 against the Miami Hurricanes. Mizzou Athletics would like to thank its premier partners of the Diamond Club, MU Healthcare, Shelter Insurance, and Multiply Credit Union.
Well, both teams 33% shooting from the field. 4 of 12 for the Tigers, 5 of 15 for the Hurricanes. Mizzou just 2 of 8 from the three-point line. Miami 2 of 5. Canes have out-rebounded the Tigers 11-7. Turnovers are 3 for Missouri and 2 for Miami. The Hurricanes led by Malik Renew, 4 points and a rebound, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals already for their terrific point guard Trey Donaldson. Missouri, meanwhile, getting 7 points and 4 rebounds from Jaden Stone.
Miami, a year ago, 7-24. They bring in Jay Lucas, school record 25 wins in his first season. They have not lost to a team outside of Ken Palm's top 20 since January.
It's a remarkable first-year coaching job. Those 7 wins to 25, the best turnaround in the country, the 18-game improvement. And boy, they've got a great point guard to lead the offense. Mike, they shot better than 50% from the field for the season. Number 1 in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Missouri with a lineup of Stone, Robinson along with Mitchell, Burns, and Jacob Cruz. Allen back in for Miami. Right sideline or left sideline in front of us. Allen to inbound it. Bounces it in, taken by Donaldson, left of the logo. Behind a pick to the right side of the key. Rifles it left side. Renew on the wing, trying to break down Mitchell. Mishandles the ball, gets into the paint, turns, puts it up, missed it. Rebound tapped out. Control free throw line by Renew. Wide open 3. Allen goes down. And Miami opens up a 15-10 lead.
Allen with an interesting shot, almost a push shot. Just kind of shoved it from his hip, but it went.
New Day just was able to get the ball off a deflection as it came off the glass. Robinson behind a Mitchell screen to the top of the key, guarded by Allen to the left side of the key. Middle of floor Stone on the logo. Back to Robinson. Left corner Cruz. Shadowed by Renew. Bounces to Mitchell. Mitchell double teamed into the left block. Turns to the cutter Robinson. Alley-oop for Burns for the flush.
A great pass from Robinson. You just throw the ball up in the air. 7'5" Burns will collect it.
15-12. Donaldson on a slip to Renew to the left block. Fouled by Burns. And that's not a bad foul, because he's only going to play limited minutes. It knocks the Miami player to the ground, but it also lets him know it's not going to be easy tonight.
Well, you like the physicality from Trent, right? We know and appreciate his size, but you've got to play big, and he certainly did there. Had his arms up. I think the foul was really on the body. Bumped him with the hip, but again, that is good physical defense as he tries to protect that rim.
And Phillips is getting ready to come back in. He was at the scorer's table before the foul, so Renew goes to the free throw line. 77% in ACC play, 79% on the season. Had 8 points and 6 rebounds the last time out when they lost in the ACC championship by 22 to Virginia. Free throw rims out. 15-12 the Miami lead. Phillips in, Burns out.
This kid Renew is really something special. Indiana transfer, scored 20 or more points 17 times this season. Just exploded on the scene for Miami.
9 double-doubles. After missing the first, the lefty makes the second. The lead is 4. Florida with a 50-21 lead in the first half against Prairie View. Robinson to Mitchell, who comes into the front court with Pierce to come in next dead ball. Robinson takes it from Mitchell, left of the logo. Miami playing man, Washington guarding Anthony Robinson. He waves Cruz away from the right wing. Robinson behind a Mitchell pick, now left side Stone. Ball fake, one bounce, leans in, looks, bounces to Robinson, top of the key. Shot clock at 8. Robinson mishandles the ball, run down by Stone. He gets tripped, and a foul by Donaldson on a reach.
Yeah, I mentioned the high school quarterback, but he really does bring a football mentality. Just a physical player at that guard spot, the 6'3" senior Trey Donaldson from Tallahassee, Florida. And what an addition he's been to run Jay Lucas' team. You would think Coach Lucas would appreciate good point guard play, right? And he's got it with Donaldson.
Mark Mitchell, who's yet to score, goes to the Missouri bench with 10:18 to play in the half. Tigers trailing 16-12. They'll inbound it in the front court on the left sideline. Next to the hash mark in front of the scores table, Stone to inbound. Donaldson sits down for Miami. Henderson, the freshman, came back in. Back to the 1-2-2 zone. Right side Cruz, ball fake, logo for Robinson. Robinson left of the logo, 10 on the shot clock. Picks up the dribble. Cruz on the logo. Deep three on the way. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Henderson. Right to left comes Miami, leading by 4. 16-12 to the trailer Renew. Renew guarded by Trent Pierce. Now Washington behind a pick. Middle of the floor guarded by Cruz. Handling the ball behind an Uday pick to the left side of the key. Double teamed right wing Henderson. Drives Stone to the right block. Hanging, banks it home and got fouled. He just overpowered the Missouri guard, Jaden Stone. Stone picks up his second personal foul.
Sure did. Freshman against the graduate student there, but it's a powerful 6'6" freshman, Shelton Henderson. He has started now all 34 games for Miami this season. Very steady contributor behind really the two stars, Renew and Donaldson, but Henderson's been right there as a third option, if you will, for Miami. Very reliable.
His uncle was a great football player by the name of Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, I heard of him, part of the Pony Express at SMU.
Stone sits down with the 2 fouls. Barrett back in. 18-12 is the Miami lead. Free throw from Henderson, short. Rebound Cruz. Missouri needs better ball movement, Chris, and they have to initiate offense quicker against the zone.
12 points, Mike, in the first 11 minutes almost.
Cruz to the right side, shadowed by Allen. Now back to Robinson, left alone. Again, little ball movement, or are they and not really attacking. Barrett at the free throw line. Back to Robinson, left corner Pierce. Open three. Made it, and Missouri cuts the lead to 3.
Yeah, that'll work. We know about Trent's ability with that corner 3, and keep moving that ball. Miami changed up that defense to his own, slowed Missouri down a bit, but now maybe the Tigers will figure it out.
Tigers go 1-3-1. Allen on the right side, shadowed by Barrett. Handling the ball on the right sideline. Now throws it left of the logo for Washington. Washington left side of the key. Back to Allen. Will drive to the right block. Blocked out of bounds by Phillips on the floater.
I just love to see Sean Phillips play without fouling. I mean, it's a simple request for us. Not as easy for him to play so physically without fouling. But, folks, he's a difference maker. I've said it so often this season. When he's available and able and playing, he really makes a difference for Missouri.
Analytics will show in tight games on both ends of the court, Missouri's best player is Sean Phillips.
Yeah, we mentioned that you did last game, and it's so true. And it just proves what we've thought and seen with our eyes.
Henderson, baseline right corner for Renew, double team, back to Henderson, right side of the lane, top of the key, Donaldson at 3, missed it, left it short, rebound Uday to Allen at 3, top of the key, good. Allen's made a couple of threes, and Miami opens up a 21-15 lead.
Yeah, unlikely suspect. He starts Allen but doesn't score much, averages 6 a game, and he's got 6 on those 2 3 balls, and Miami leading by 6. That's the difference.
Barrett, middle of the floor. Cruz reverses it on the left side. Pierce bounces to Barrett, left wing away from the arc. Now rifles a pass over the head of Cruz. Just a lazy left-handed pass cross court that you can't make.
It's not the fundamental way to make that pass, and that's what happens often if you get away from those fundamentals. One-handed lefty high across the court.
Miami is 14-1 on the season when they rebound 37% of their misses on the offensive end. They're 16-1 when they hold opponents to shooting 33% or less from the three-point line.
Well, they're on target for that right now, and just from the field in general, Missouri's really struggling about that 30% mark.
Just over 8 minutes to play. Miami with the ball. They lead by 6. Donaldson probing to the elbow. Right corner for Allen. Back outside Donaldson, left side of the key. Henderson drives Pierce to the left block. High off the glass, missed it. Rebound tipped by Uday. Controlled by Barrett. Barrett slows the pace. Throws it ahead to Pierce. Comes into the front court to the left wing. Now free throw line, Phillips spins back to the left block, puts up the jump hook off the glass and in.
Wasn't that pretty with the left hand, little turnaround hook shot, flipped it up and over. Sean Phillips' presence felt early.
Next at ball, the under 8, Donaldson to the free throw line, probing, now left corner, opens Renew, puts up a 3, missed it, rebound tipped, off the glass, tipped again, no good on the weak side, pulled down by Phillips, throws it to Barrett, saves it on the sideline, but he was out of bounds as he comes over the top of Jeremy Washington, our engineer, and behind me, now steps on the table and back onto the court. J-Dub with an athletic play to avoid the flying T.O. Barrett as we head to the under 8 timeout. Missouri trailing by 4, 7:35 to play in the half on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We know the prep, the grit, the determination, even the pregame pep talks. We know what it takes to compete. Upping our game day in and day out for the best care. The latest treatment options and the strongest training programs to get and keep athletes at their best. MU Healthcare Sports Medicine. Because we're competitors too.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance, protecting your business vehicles 24/7. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
We can tell you Jeremy Washington is doing fine. His chair, however, has been replaced as the entire back of the chair was dislodged. And so we were able to get J-Dub, who will do anything for attention, a new chair.
Yeah, he just wanted a little FaceTime on national television, as if all the fame and credit we give him on the radio is enough. But boy, he took the charge, but the chair did not survive. In fact, I've never seen a chair destroyed like that. The whole back of it bent backwards and not usable.
First State Community Bank believes in bigger goals and a bigger impact. That's why they bring you threes for a cause. For every Mizzou three-pointer, they make a donation to the Boys and Girls Club to support kids in our local communities. First State Community Bank, where your financial goals and community support takes center court. 21-17, Miami with the lead here in St. Louis in a 10-7 matchup. The winner gets the 2-seed Purdue, who steamrolled Queens earlier tonight, 104-71.
Purdue looked every bit of a number 2 seed in the Big Ten tournament champions that they are. So Missouri now 7 of 16 from the field. They've improved, Mike, up to 44%, and the defense for the Tigers has been really good. Miami just 8 of 24 overall, but where the Canes have connected is from downtown, right? 4 of 9 from the three-point line. Dante Allen with a couple of big ones beyond the arc.
Other thing that is trending in the right direction for Missouri, 6 assists on 7 baskets.
That's a good number.
Miami with the ball. Donaldson on the logo, just inside a half-court, middle of the court. Comes to the left side, flip it. Henderson back outside. Good show on the hedge by Phillips. Left wing Renew, drives baseline, cut off at the block. Head and shoulder fake, lace it up, missed it, got it back on the weak side. Tied up by Sean Phillips.
You know, Missouri's really doing a nice job on him. They are making him work. The Tigers defending from inside out, which is what I think you need to do against this particular club, the Miami Hurricanes.
I've noticed more awareness on the baseline from the weak side defender in this game early than I think I have in the last 3 to 4 weeks of the season.
Attention to detail, especially defensively. That's good help defense right from the weak side, coming over and helping your teammate, especially against this big, brawny Miami team. Thinking of Uday, Renew and Shelton Henderson in particular.
Stone with the 2 fouls sits down. Courtney Green and going over to the replay monitor, having a word with the alternate official. Stoppage in play with 7 minutes and 21 seconds to play here in the first half, with Miami leading 21-17. Canes will inbound baseline right. Mitchell guarding the ball. Henderson to trigger it. Holds, looks, gets it into Renew. Right side of the lane, kicks it outside to Donaldson. Right wing, Allen, deep three, late clock, missed it. Rebound, Uday at the free throw line. Outside, Donaldson drives left side of the lane to the block, leans in, goes under the basket and traveled. Good defense by Sean Phillips. Held his ground, didn't leave his feet.
I just have to think this is the Sean Phillips Missouri's coaches envisioned when they landed him, because they knew what they were getting, and they just got to keep him on the court. So far, so good. Tigers down 4, and Mike, this is settling in as an NCAA tournament game. Hard physical play, good defense.
Stone right side of the key, back to Robinson, left side against the zone from Miami. Behind a pick from Mitchell, floats it right side, Stone. Stone looks inside, right elbow, Mitchell. Turnaround 15-footer, missed it. Rebound, Phillips gets it right side of the basket between 2 defenders. Left-handed jump hook, missed it. Tips it to himself. Now run down by Donaldson, who beat him to the ball. Throws it ahead to Henderson in transition around Robinson. Fouled on a reach by Anthony Robinson. Miami, the quicker team in transition so far tonight. Canes leading 21-17. Anthony Robinson picks up his first personal foul. Drew Washington comes into the game. Dante Allen sits down.
Well, they do like to drive that basketball. Donaldson, Henderson, and Renew just like freight trains getting up court.
Each team with 14 fouls. Baseline right, throw it into the backcourt. Donaldson, who goes into the backcourt. Luke throws it off of Pierce, who gets it, spins around. Donaldson missed it badly off the backboard as he tried to be creative with one hand. Donaldson throw it ahead to Henderson to the right block, lays it up and in. Missouri missed a sure basket as Pierce just tried to get too pretty, spinning into the paint.
Tigers could not capitalize on Miami's turnover, and Miami took it the other way, and they did score it.
6:19 to play in the half. Missouri trailing 23-17. Stone to the left side of the key. Left wing for Pierce. Here comes a three. Missed it. Rebound Phillips on the weak side. Taken away by Robinson on the baseline right. Robinson double teamed in the corner. Throws it to Mark Mitchell on the right block against Donaldson. And a foul against Donaldson. With 6:01 to play in the half on a reach. That'll be Trey Donaldson's second personal foul.
And I tell you, that is something to watch. If he were to pick up a third in the first half, but Coach Lucas right on it, of course, not going to give him that chance to pick up a third in the first half, at least not in this stage, with still 6 minutes to play before the break.
Trent Pierce comes out, Jacob Cruz back in as he tells, Dennis Gates tells Trent Pierce, make the easy play. Robinson inbound baseline right, 6:01 to play in the half. Robinson holding, looks, left side of the basket, Mitchell against Uday. Left wing Cruz, an open three. Missed it. Rebound Phillips on the weak side between two defenders. And he's fouled by either Washington or Renew. Courtney Green with the call. Goes against True Washington. His first personal.
Well, Missouri doing a lot of things it needs, Mike, to be successful. Playing team defense, hustling for rebounds and loose basketballs. You've got to get Mark Mitchell going. Miami's done a very nice job shutting him out this far. Mitchell just 2 shots. None made, no points.
12 of the 21 shots are 3, and that's too many.
Too many.
Baseline right, Stone to inbound it for Missouri, who trails 23-17. Right side of the key, beyond 3, Phillips bounces right wing for Stone. Stone with 15 on the shot clock, curls the top of the key to the free throw line. Head and shoulder fake, pivots to Cruz, reverse it to Robinson. Robinson floats it, caught by Phillips, guarded by Renew. 6 on the shot clock. Double team comes, and he almost gets tied up. Turns baseline, jump hook, misses. Rebound Uday. Miami with the ball, leading 23-17, 5.5 to play in the first half from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Henderson on the right sideline will fan outside, comes behind a Uday pick to the top of the key, to the right elbow, now right wing Renew, picked up by Phillips, left wing for Washington, guarded by Cruz. Washington trying to break him down, spinning into the paint from the left block, top of the key, Renew, right wing, Henderson a three, missed it, rebound tipped by Uday, throws it top of the key, Renew. Miami another offensive board. Washington brings it outside to reset. Miami leads 23-17 with 5 to play in the first half. Burns to come in next dead ball for Missouri. Behind a pick, Henderson to the top of the key. Right side, True Washington. Shot clock at 4. Trying to break down Cruz. Drives him into the paint. Missed it, but got fouled by Phillips, who tried to block it coming off of Uday from the left baseline. Phillips picks up his first personal foul.
Miami out rebounding Missouri 23-12, 11 offensive rebounds. So basically half the rebounds for the Hurricanes on the offensive end, and Ernest Uday in particular keeping things alive, 6'11", 266, and using every bit of that size to dominate on the glass early.
So True Washington from Phoenix, Arizona, junior guard who transferred from New Mexico, 72% free throw shooter in ACC play, 74 on the season. The lefty trying to give Miami its largest lead of the night does. They lead by 7. Missouri 0 for its last 6. They haven't scored in 3 minutes. Barrett back in. Stone sits down. Burns goes out as Phillips heads to the bench. The lefty, True Washington. His free throw. Missed it. Rebound tipped by Uday. Off of Cruz, and Cruz runs it down. Missouri with the ball. Mitchell into the front court. Mark to the trailer. Barrett. Right side between the circles behind a Burns pick to the left elbow. Scoop it outside. Mitchell, the three from the right wing. Missed it. Barrett inside position. Can't reel in the basketball as it was tipped out of bounds by Malik Allen. So the Tigers will inbound baseline right. Trailing by 7, 24-17 with 4:32 to play in the half.
Coach Jay Lucas momentarily asked the officials to hold things up, and now he does go and ask for a review, thinking they might have missed that one.
He's going to bring in Timo Malavec, a 6'8 freshman out of Slovakia, as they take time to see if they have the possession correct. The Laborers Union and their contractors, a winning team that together creates a foundation worth building on. For more information, visit buildunion.com. So the review to see if the ball was indeed deflected out of bounds by the Miami Hurricanes, who lead 24-17.
Some of the numbers for Missouri offensively to illustrate that drought of nearly 3.5 minutes. Just 2 of 10 shooting during that stretch. 0 for 7 for the last 7. So Missouri's really got to pick things up offensively, stay within range here by the end of the first half, trailing by 7 now with 4.5 to go in the half.
Mark Mitchell with back-to-back 32-point performances against Arkansas and Kentucky is yet to score. He's 0 for 3 in 14 minutes of action here in the first half. And I think the ball went off of Theo Barrett. We will see if the officials concur after looking at the video replay.
After review, the challenge is successful. It's off Missouri. It'll be Miami ball. They'll retain their challenge and their timeout.
Kip Kissinger unveiling the ruling. So Miami will have possession of the basketball, leading by 7 with 4 minutes and 32 seconds to play in the half.
So the Tigers need to be strong defensively and equally, if not even stronger, on the boards. Prevent second chance opportunities. Canes already with those 11 offensive rebounds.
Miami in the final NCAA net ranking was 32 with 6 wins against quad 1 opponents, 6 wins against quad 2. Missouri was 58, 5-7 against Q1, 4-5 against Q2.
These teams both similar. They had so many close games in conference play. In the ACC, Miami played 20 games when you count the 2 conference tournament games. 8 of them were 5 points or less. Missouri in the SEC played 19 conference games, counting the tournament game in Nashville. 9 of them were 5 points or less. They were just in game after game after game that was so close. Miami had a stretch of 3 one-point games and a handful of games played, and they've come out victorious, obviously, more times than not. So it's been a really good run. As we mentioned earlier, we talked about the season numbers overall, record-wise, for Jay Lucas of Miami, really coming out of nowhere to this strong position and good seed in the tournament.
Mark Mitchell, Trent Burns, Jaden Stone, Theo Barrett, and Anthony Robinson. Uday along with Malavec, Drew Washington, Allen, and Henderson. Miami with the 7-point lead in the ball. Allen into the front court, throws it left side, caught by Henderson, guarded by Barrett. Behind a pick from Uday to the right side of the key, curls it to the right side of the lane, and he jams it as he went around Trent Burns.
When they came out to practice yesterday, the first thing I noticed was the physical ability and strength of Miami's club.
Barrett behind a staggered screen, left corner open. Robinson, here comes a three, misses. Rebound tipped by Burns, controlled by Allen. Throw ahead to Henderson. Henderson against Stone to the right side, missed it, and a late foul called against Missouri. Goes against Mark Mitchell, who picks up his first personal foul. Miami leads by 9. 16th foul against Missouri. Takes us to the under 4 timeout with 3 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the first half in St. Louis. Miami 26, Missouri 17 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom, and Lime, and Strawberry Lemon and Basil, Quirk packs a Tiger's Paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Dylan Riggs is running the ones and twos, as our friend Brad Trinago would say, back at the world headquarters. Learfield in the city of Jefferson in our great state of Missouri. Jeremy Washington, our engineer here courtside, inside the Enterprise Center at the corner of 14th and Clark in downtown St. Louis. First time in 44 years, Missouri playing an NCAA game in the state of Missouri. Tigers were in Kansas City back in 1944. In St. Louis in 1982 and now in 2026. The Tigers here, opening round game against the Miami Hurricanes in a 10-7 matchup in St. Louis.
Miami looks really good so far, certainly dominating this game, especially rebounding 25-13. The advantage for the Hurricanes, obviously that's nearly a 2-to-1 edge there. 11 of the 25 boards on the offensive end. I mentioned quickly during play, when they came out yesterday, you know, we see these teams on TV sometimes. Didn't see Miami much, to be quite honest, throughout the season. But boy, when you see Malik Renew, Sheldon Henderson, and of course Ernest Uday, I mean, they were huge. These are big, thick, physical, strong players, and Missouri's had a hard time staying in front of them, Mike, and certainly rebounding.
Tigers riding a 3-game losing streak for the first time this season. In all 3 of those games, Missouri fell behind by double digits. They currently trail by 9. With Miami inbounding. Right wing, Henderson fans outside beyond 3. Handling the ball, 17 on the shot clock, guarded by Mitchell. Behind an Uday pick, good shield by Burns. Now drives him, gets into the paint. Left side of the key, Allen. He'll drive Pierce. Throws it right wing. Washington a 3. Missed it, rebound. And a foul against Malavik of Miami. Pushing off Anthony Robinson with his left hand, trying to rebound the ball with the right. Missouri gets the ball back. Down by 9.
That's the one thing to do to start rebounding better. Get that good position inside, force them to foul or come over your back, and that's exactly what happened there.
Barrett will work against Allen, coming from left to right. Throw it ahead to Robinson, who comes into the front court. Missouri needs a basket here. Tigers haven't scored in more than 4 minutes. Robinson left corner for Pierce. Pierce shadowed by Henderson. Looks inside, bounces it to Barrett on the left wing beyond 3. He'll drive Malavik into the paint. Gets to the right block, scoop it up, missed it badly, forced it out, takes it away from Allen. Right wing Robinson tips it to Mitchell. Alley-oop for Burns. Burns missed it, too weak with the ball. Rebound Malovic, as Burns couldn't finish from the left block. Into the front court, Henderson. Allen into the paint, scoops it up, missed it, and a blocking foul against T.O. Barrett of Missouri.
Well, Miami clearly the aggressor. I mean, they are just taking it right to Missouri, right down Broadway, and unless the Tigers are willing to stand in there and take a charge, or better yet, stop them earlier at the point of attack, it's going to be a long night for Missouri. They're really having trouble.
Mark Mitchell, who leads Missouri in assists on the season, had a point-blank look, tried to throw the alley-oop for Trent Burns, who wasn't ready for it, and then wasn't strong enough to finish. You like to see Mark, who's yet to score, shoot that ball.
And we don't know this. I don't think it's necessarily the case, but maybe even a bit spooked by his tough start and the way they've guarded him so physically, Mitchell. But Burns, you're exactly right. And I was going to get back to that with the next stoppage, that Burns wasn't ready for the pass. He's 7'5", he's inside on the block. Maybe he, like you and I, expected Mitchell to shoot, but you got to be ready to catch and convert.
Allen, after missing the first, trying to give Miami a 10-point lead. His free throw rims in, and the Hurricanes lead Missouri by 10 with 3:07 to play here in the first half in St. Louis as Robinson comes into the front court. And Missouri played the final 3 minutes the right way. Tigers haven't scored in almost 5 minutes. Mitchell to the left elbow. Left side of the lane, scoops, missed it, but got fouled. Uday picks up the personal foul. Ernest Uday out of Orlando, a transfer from TCU, picks up his first.
There you go. Mitchell being aggressive and at least going to get himself off into the foul line, if not convert the basket. You mentioned back-to-back 32 points, career highs. He was great, but Missouri lost those games, so they need more from the others, but it doesn't mean Mitchell needs to shy away or be bashful from scoring.
Mark's free throw, he's got his first points of the night. More homes and businesses making the switch to Socket Fiber, the most reliable service, simple, transparent pricing. Call 1-800-SOCKET3 or visit socket.net to learn more. Mitchell's next free throw made them both, cuts the lead to 27-19. 2:54 to play, and the Mizzou fans try to rev themselves up just a little bit here in downtown St. Louis. Henderson on the logo, guarded by Cruz, who backs well off of him to the top of the key. Henderson to the right side, good show by Phillips, right corner. Driving Renew to the elbow, outside for Allen. Allen, right baseline. Henderson drives to the block, almost walked with the ball. He did walk with the ball, and Missouri gets the ball back. Trailing by 9 with 2:31 to play in the half.
There's some really good interior defense by Missouri. Pierce in the lane, standing tall, and Henderson had to travel to a stop, if you will, with that walking violation.
Tigers down 8, allow me to correct myself, with the ball with 2:27 to play in the first half. Robinson, middle of the floor, back to the zone for Miami. Left side of the key, Mitchell shadowed by Allen. Rifles it to Robinson, ball fake, looks inside. He missed Phillips, who had a good post. Robinson to the left side, now Phillips on the left block. To the cutter, Mitchell knocked away. Ball pinballs around, picked up by Allen. Allen has the ball for Miami. 2:05 to play in the half. Canes with the 8-point lead. Washington, left side of the lane, Renew, a little running drive, missed it, rebound fought for, and Mitchell gets tied up by Uday. Missouri gets the ball back.
Would have liked to see Sean Phillips shoot that ball on the last. He's on the left block there against a smaller defender. Unselfish, I suppose, as he tried to shovel it to the leading scorer, Mitchell, but Sean can take and make that shot.
Missouri 7 of 26 from the field, 3 of 14 from 3. They haven't scored in 6 minutes. Driving, Robinson scoops it up and in.
There's that field goal we've been waiting for, and Missouri within 6, Mike. It doesn't necessarily feel that way, but the score is the score. Good shape, as tough as it's been.
Jay Lucas senses the Missouri crowd starting to make an impact. He takes a timeout with 1:42 to play in the first half. Missouri has cut the lead to 27-21. Central Bank is your hometown bank. It's the only place for Tiger checking. Open it today, www.tigerchecking.com.
Really good timeout by young Jay Lucas, this young head coach and assistant at Texas, Kentucky, and Duke. It's a use it or lose it timeout, so you want to stem the tide and keep Missouri at arm's length. Of course, his dad, John Lucas, right behind the bench there, the former NBA star guard and coach in his own right. So learning a lot, I'm sure, from a proud papa who's here in St. Louis at the game right behind his team's bench, cheering them on.
Kansas with a 35-18 lead over Cal Baptist late in the first half.
And Mike, Florida up by 40 in the second half over Prairie View A&M. So that game will put the SEC at 8-1. 8-1 through these first round of NCAA games. The only team to lose was Georgia, as the St. Louis University Billikens blasted them by 25 in Buffalo.
And how well coached is that Billiken team by Josh Schertz? He does a terrific job.
Boy, is he good. And
great job by Chris May to extend him. Right sideline of the front court, Henderson. Henderson bounces in, and Donaldson right of the logo, middle of the floor, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 20 as Renew takes it. Flare screen. Donaldson has it on the left wing to Renew. Left side of the lane against Mitchell. Spins middle. Head and shoulder fake. Throws it out and threw it out of bounds. Intended for Henderson on the right wing. So Missouri gets the ball back. Down 6 with 91 seconds to play in the first half.
Boy, that's good defense from Mark Mitchell. Really observing and executing the scouting plan. Turning the lefty Renew back to his right side. He was uncomfortable, forced the pass, went right out of bounds. And how about Mizzou in business here late in the half?
Despite going 6 minutes without a basket. Robinson into the front court. Ball fake. Mitchell takes it left side of the key. Drives Uday into the paint. Jump stop at the block, and he gets fouled. Mark Mitchell, 2 of 2 from the foul line, will shoot free throws with 1:20 to play in the first half. And Missouri trailing 27-21.
Just love it. I mean, it's hard work in there, Mark Mitchell, but he can just get this team going, getting himself started here offensively, driving that ball into the lane. And again, they're guarding him well, but if he is persistent, he will draw fouls.
Miami hasn't scored in almost 3 minutes now. Mitchell's free throw good, splashes in. Mark's got 3. Missouri cuts the lead to 5. Donaldson comes back in. Uday sits down.
5 straight for the Tigers to cut into this 10-point deficit. That was their largest deficit of the ball game. Now the Tigers have 5 straight, looking for 6 with Mark and another free throw.
Mitchell's next free throw's in the air, and it rims in, and Missouri cuts the lead to 4. 27-23. Listen to the Mizzou crowd. Into the front court, handling the ball. Donaldson on the logo, middle of the floor. Slides right of the logo, guarded by Robinson. Comes back middle of the floor. Now tries to break him down. Good show by Phillips. Goes around him, and a needless reach by Sean Phillips at the logo between the circles as Donaldson was probing from right to left.
Yeah, potential momentum breaker, unfortunately, there with that foul out beyond the three-point arc by Missouri's biggest player on the floor. Gives Miami a chance at the line with Donaldson. A good free throw shooter and chance for Miami to get some points up.
Malavec and Uday are going to come in. First, Uday replacing Renew. Malavec's going to come in for the shooter, Donaldson, who's got the 2 fouls. So they're bringing in the bigs for defense with 1:03 to play here in the first half. Donaldson at the free throw line. Auburn, Michigan, and now Miami, and he leaves it short. Rebound pulled down by Missouri's Phillips. Tigers have a chance to make it a 1-possession game on this possession with 57 seconds to play in the half. Robinson behind a Mitchell screen. Step back 3, left side of the key. Bang! And Missouri pulls within 1. Timeout taken by Dennis Gates. 27-26 is the Miami lead as Missouri's in the midst of a 9-0 run over the last 2:07.
And you know, winning times are not necessarily the last 5 minutes of the ball game. May turn out to be the last 5 minutes of the first half if things end up well for Missouri. And we're a long way from there, folks. But this is a huge stretch with those 9 straight points that Mike mentioned. Missouri down 10, was really trying to get things unlocked offensively. And they have, thanks to Mark Mitchell's persistence. And then a timely 3-ball from Anthony Robinson. A little bit of contact after the shot, but the 3-ball went. No foul called, and no problem. Missouri within a single point.
Tigers brought to you by Shelter Insurance, recently ranked highest in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region. 7 of the last 8 years by J.D. Power. Shelter Insurance, we're your shield, we're your shelter. Laird Beach, Missouri's terrific director of athletics, will join Chris coming up at the half. Missouri down by 10, midst of a 9-0 run to pull within 1.
Yeah, and that 10-point deficit came with just 3:07 left in the half. So Here in basically 3 minutes' time, Missouri's cut it down to 1.
Burns, Mitchell, Pierce, along with Cruz and Robinson. Donaldson takes the inbounds pass. 18 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock. So Missouri will get the ball should they secure a rebound. To the left side, Donaldson dribbling the ball just inside of half court, left sideline to our right. Handling the ball from right hand, now left hand, back to his right hand. Bouncing it to the left hand. Shot clock down to 10. Comes towards the left wing. Wants a screen from Renew to the top of the key. Rifles it to Washington. Drives Mitchell. Short corner jumper. Left baseline. Missed it. Rebound Robinson and Missouri. 17 to play in the half. Tigers could take the lead at the half. Down by 1 with 13 seconds to play in the half. Dennis Gates directing traffic. 9 seconds to play in the half. Robinson top of the key. Guarded by Allen. Behind a Mitchell screen to the left elbow. Head and shoulder fake. Bounce it to Burns. One bounce. Turns. Puts up the jump hook. Pinball's out, and Missouri will go to the locker room down by 1. Not a great last possession of the first half, but Missouri, thanks to a 9-0 run over 2 minutes and 54 seconds, closed a 10-point gap down to 1 after the first 20 minutes in St. Louis. On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Snoddy of Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. See the difference when you shop local. Call me at 660-882-5345.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Magical Mizzou moments.
Hey, put it up.
Are made here. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
Tigers at the half here in the NCAA tournament in St. Louis. Trail Miami 27-26. Missouri closed the first half with a 9-0 run after falling behind by 10. Tigers finished the first half 2 for their last 13 from the field, but they held Miami scoreless for the final 3:07. Right at the half in St. Louis. Mizzou down 1. Chris and Missouri's Director of Athletics, Laird Veach. Coming up next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses with affordable coverage options. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
On the court, it's speed, precision, connection. Off the court, Brightspeed delivers the same. 100% fiber internet, award-winning speeds, always unlimited data. Stream the game, replay the highlights, video call with the crew. No data caps, no limits, just fiber that keeps up. Brightspeed Fiber Internet, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. Learn more at brightspeed.com/lovefiber.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Missouri. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
We are in St. Louis, the Enterprise Center, site of the NCAA tournament game between the Missouri Tigers and Miami Hurricanes. Mizzou trailed by 10 with 3:07 to go in the half, but then reeled off 9 straight points to end the half, and the Tigers are within one, 27-26. Hi again, everyone. Chris Gervino courtside, joined by Missouri's Director of Athletics, Laird Veach. Nearly 2 full years on the job. Things are going so well, it seems, Laird. I hope you'd feel the same way. And what an atmosphere here tonight, my friend. Isn't this something?
Yeah, we're living right with this draw. There's something special's going on when you get this draw for, the tournament and the chance to be in this city. It's been a lot of fun. The last few days have been super high energy. The energy around the arena beforehand. It's been awesome.
It has been awesome, and Missouri's run to complete the first half was awesome and much needed. Now the Tigers clearly right back in the ball game. The fans certainly excited. So this second half ought to be something that it can mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that end of half run was. I think we're going to look back on that. See, that was a critical point. So I think it was all because of Jeremy and his quick reaction to not getting run over by T.O. Barrett. I think that was probably the turning point.
As we said
earlier, that was an inspirational moment for all of us.
It really was. Jeremy survived, but the chair did not, as T.O. Barrett literally came flying over the scores table, and Jeremy didn't get hurt, but the chair, I've never seen a folding chair so damaged. Not even watching pro wrestling when those guys hit each other with the chairs, and we're not advocating that, of course. But,
no, absolutely.
But Jeremy survived, the chair not so much. And what does this mean to the athletic department to be? I mean, obviously St. Louis is wonderful. That kind of speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. But to have tournament appearance 3 times in 4 years now under Coach Gates.
Yeah, it says a lot about the program where we're at. But the impact of it, we talk all the time. Ultimately, our role for our university is to be that kind of brand engine, right? We're there to market the institution, to really market our state in a lot of ways. That's the beauty of our name, right? We are the University of Missouri. And to be able to do that on a national stage time and time again, those things really add up, and they impact our institution in really big ways. So, we need to look for every one of these opportunities, and we got to keep taking steps, right? You make it, then you win another game, you keep building, and over time you get to the point where, that becomes the expectation, and you're truly competing for championships. So that's what we got to get to, and we got to take another step tonight.
It sounds a lot like you've talked about with the football team under Coach Drinkwitz, 29-10 the last 3 years. Of course, bowl games galore, one after another. And, boy, to get both these sports going the right way can mean so much, Laird.
It does.
I mean, I don't have to tell you, but what that could do for the athletic department, and I'll say it, I'm a sports guy, but for the university as a whole, right?
Absolutely, no question. And what the beauty right now is that we have leadership at our institution that gets that, right? I mean, it is so apparent that all these things tie in together. The success of our athletic programs, the enrollment and overall momentum of the university, all those things are aligned, and you can have all of the above, right? You can continue. In fact, in so many ways, one feeds the other.
And Kelly Harper, your hire with the women's basketball program, had some big wins this season. They get into postseason play in the WBIT and get a victory on the road in New Jersey against Seton Hall. So they will play a game coming up shortly.
Yeah, it's been really, really fun to see the progress, particularly behind the scenes. The wins aren't quite, what we all want yet, but you've watched them play, and the quality of play, the competitiveness. Despite having, we're not real deep, right? They've been a bit on thin, lose a point guard right before the season starts, but still have a chance to, really come back and compete and really taking some good steps. I know she's excited about where things are headed for next year, and really been pleased with that first year.
Finally, can you imagine what this will be like Sunday if our Tigers can get a victory here tonight over Miami, which will be harder, and this is a good team Missouri's lined up against, as we're seeing tonight. But if Mizzou can get it done and have a matchup with Big Ten tournament champion Purdue on a same day that another game will feature Iowa State, a school you worked for way back when for a few years. And if Iowa State's playing Kentucky, which maybe travels the best of any, can you imagine the 4 fan bases in this building and what this arena will be like Sunday?
It'll be incredible. It will be incredible. I would want to have stock in a secondary ticket market of some kind. If I think there's a conflict of interest there on my part.
Don't do it, Larry.
So I don't think I can do that. But man, but man, it could. They'll do well. They'll do well. That's for sure.
That would be a party I'd like to be a part of. So let's get it done, Tigers, and all meet back here on Sunday. It would be Mizzou, Purdue, and Iowa State, Kentucky. And you talk about 4 rabid fan bases, and especially the Tigers in St. Louis. Oh boy, if we could wish for things, that would make a NCAA tourney win extra sweet. Thank you, sir, for your time. Keep it rolling, Laird. It's been a great 2 years and many, many more. We hope we're just getting started with you.
Absolutely. Let's keep it rolling.
All righty. You betcha. Laird Veach, Missouri's Director of Athletics. The Tigers down 1 to Miami at halftime, 27-26 in the NCAA tournament from St. Louis on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Is your job just a job, and you want to work in a rewarding career? If the answer is yes, then start your journey today by becoming a union construction craft laborer. Why wait? Visit buildunion.com to learn more about becoming a union craft laborer and starting a rewarding career in the construction industry. Build a career, build a future, build a legacy. Buildunion.com for more information.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support. For life, Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance, protecting your business vehicles 24/7. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
As an SEC fan, you know what extra is about. You see it every time your team leaves everything they've got out on the field. That's what a Regions Greenprint planning session with your banker feels like. Extra support, extra belief in you, and strategies that bring you extra financial confidence. We believe extra changes everything. And at Regions, extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
Helping people of all ages develop skills to overcome physical, mental, and financial challenges across Missouri, Center for Human Services, your proud accessibility partner, providing sensory support at every home game this season. Together, we're creating a game day experience for everyone. Learn more, chsmo.org. Missouri trailing Miami at halftime, 27-26. The Tigers had a 6-minute scoring drought in the first half, but during that time, Miami only managed 2 field goals of its own, and because of Missouri's defense, the Tigers hung in. They scored 9 in a row to end the half, and they trail by 1, 27-26 at halftime here in St. Louis. Second half starts next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers, because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses with affordable coverage options. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
As an SEC fan, you know what extra is about. You see it every time your team leaves everything they've got out on the field. That's what a Regions Greenprint planning session with your banker feels like. Extra support, extra belief in you, and strategies that bring you extra financial confidence. We believe extra changes everything. And at Regions, extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Game day isn't just about the score. It's about fueling up like a champ. At Champ's Chicken, we serve real chicken, fast, with bold flavor, big portions, and speed that gets you back in the action. Juicy tenders, crispy sandwiches, and flavor that crushes cravings, all served hot and ready right when you need it. Whether it's an early tip-off, a midday grind, or a late-night victory, Champ's Chicken fuels your day from the first bite to the final buzzer. Champ's Chicken, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics.
Back at the half in St. Louis, Mike Kelly with Jeremy Washington, our engineer, and Dylan Riggs running the show for us back at Learfield, Missouri. Thanks to a 9-0 run, closes a 10-point deficit down to 1, 27-26. Tigers were 2 for their last 13 from the field, but still was able to make the run to get back into the game after trailing by 10. They held Miami without a field goal or without any points for the final 3:07. Numbers look like this. Missouri in the first half, 31% from the field, 9 of 29. 4 of 15 from 3, 27%. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. All those free throws coming from Mark Mitchell. Miami, 30%, 10 of 33 from the field, 4 of 12 from 3, 33%. 37% from the foul line. They're 3 of 8. But what the Hurricanes have done is they have made their presence felt, particularly on the offensive glass. 11 offensive rebounds. They're out-rebounding Missouri by 11. 27-16. Tigers with just 3 offensive boards. Missouri, 6 assists on 9 baskets. Missouri, though, has turned it over 5 times. They forced 7 turnovers. Miami 8 assists on 10 baskets. The Tigers' biggest lead was 2 points with 18 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the first half. Miami led by 10 with 3:07 to play in the first half. For Miami, 7 points from Dante Allen, the freshman. Sheldon Henderson, another freshman, with 6. Malik Renew with 5. Ernest Uday with 2. 3 points from Trey Donaldson, who was 1 for 4 from the field. Had to sit because he picked up 2 fouls. 4 points off the bench for True Washington. Missouri led in scoring, 8 points from Anthony Robinson off the bench. Jaden Stone with 7. 2 points for Trent Burns, 3 for Pierce, 4 for Mark Mitchell, all from the free throw line. Sean Phillips with 2 points and T.O. Barrett over 3 in that first half as Missouri closed the first half trailing 27-26. Winner of this game will play Purdue, the 2 seed, rolled by Queens earlier tonight at 104-71. Kentucky got it to overtime thanks to a Otega Owe 3 at the buzzer in regulation, and they went on to win. So the Wildcats will take on Iowa State, who rolled earlier today.
Well, that Otega Owe sure has a flair for the dramatic, doesn't he? He's won games with a few buzzer beaters in his short 2 years at Kentucky, and that started the day here in this building with a bang. Who knows how it will end, but this is shaping up as a pretty good one, too. 1 point, Mike, I thought of a lot of things you mentioned there. That key stretch, remember Trey Donaldson with those 2 fouls came out of the game, understandably, for Coach Lucas to protect him a bit, and Missouri made a bit of a run there toward the end, and they brought Donaldson back in to close out the half, but 9-zip. It's not like Missouri was scoring left and right or every time up the court, but Miami really got stagnant without their outstanding point guard leading the show, and that was such a critical juncture and may prove to be really decisive in some ways if Missouri can come back and win this game. But they will have to earn it. This is a good, solid team, Mike. You and I both talked about it, not just on the air, but off the air. They're a good team, and understandable why they're seeded so well to finish 3rd in the ACC behind only Duke and Virginia.
Uday, Renew, along with Allen, Henderson, and Donaldson to start the second half for Jay Lucas. Missouri still huddled around Dennis Gates and his staff. Trent Pierce, Sean Phillips, Mark Mitchell, Jaden Stone, and Anthony Robinson gets the start in the second half.
You know, there's something to be said for experience. That's nothing against T.O. Barrett. He's going to play a lot still the second half and be a valuable part of things. But Robinson, 9 minutes, Mike, 3 of 4 from the field. So 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. 14 minutes, I beg your pardon, but 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists.
Allen will inbound it into the backcourt, taken by Donaldson. He'll come left to right in the front court. Robinson will guard him, his former high school teammate. Renew left of the logo. Henderson behind a pick will drive to the right side of the lane, leans in against Pierce. Right wing Allen curls it into the paint, slashes, puts it up and in around Mark Mitchell.
He's been really their unsung hero, if you will. Allen scoring the ball, providing an extra spark for Miami.
Robinson comes into the front court for Missouri, right of the logo. Tigers down by 3 early in the second half here in St. Louis. Behind a Phillips pick, top of the key, gets to the free throw line, left corner, Stone, open 3 for the tie, rims out, rebound Phillips, had it knocked out of bounds by Renew, who was battling him on the right baseline for the rebound.
So Jaden's had some tough luck shooting the ball. That looks so good, but was in and out. He's got to keep shooting when he gets those open looks because we know he's capable.
Baseline right to inbound at Pierce. Pierce with Henderson guarding the ball, looking. Gets it into Phillips on the right wing. Hands to Pierce. Pierce handling the ball. He was tripped by Henderson but maintained his dribble. Stone reverses to Mark Mitchell, left side of the key. Inside the arc against Uday. Malik Allen lurking. Get it to Stone. The cutter lost it but got fouled by Uday, who picks up his second personal foul on a good hard cut to the basket. They're going to get Renew for his first personal foul. So they'll send Jaden Stone to the free throw line with Missouri trailing 29-26.
What a pass from Mitchell to Stone, cutting hard from the top of the key. Mark Soman bounced it, a hard bounce right to him in stride.
They're really doing a good job, Miami, of bracketing Mark Mitchell. Whoever he draws individually in man-to-man defense, they always have an offside defender that's bracketing, lurking towards the lane, not allowing him to get into the paint.
And that just makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, why wouldn't you send a double team? It makes somebody else beat you that Mark Mitchell has been so great throughout the season.
2 free throws by Stone. Missouri down by 1. 19 minutes to play. The winner gets Purdue on Sunday. Left side, Henderson comes top of the key to the right elbow. Little floater rims in. The freshman, Shelton Henderson from Houston, connects on the little teardrop. Outside to Robinson, right wing Mitchell inside the arc to the right block, driving under the basket, cut off, throws it to Phillips, catches and jams as he put Renew on a poster.
He has been terrific, Sean Phillips, just dominant inside when he's been out there on the court.
31-30. Donaldson curls it to the left elbow, left baseline driving. Henderson fouled by Trent Pierce on the drive as Pierce picks up his first personal foul.
Phillips again, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 block shots. I mean, he is such a presence for Missouri.
Henderson's got 8 from Miami. He's been in double figures in 25 games for the Hurricanes this season. Barrett in, Pierce will sit down for Missouri. And again, now you got to call upon those guards to really be good in terms of trying to rebound the ball on the defensive glass. Donaldson to the left elbow, dumps it on the baseline. Henderson blocked by Phillips, met him at the apex. Picked up by Mitchell. Left wing Stone, left baseline Barrett. Around Renew to the right block to the cutter. Phillips mishandles it and then he fouls Donaldson. Nope, the ball was last touched by Phillips. Now they're going to get Phillips with the foul. So Phillips picks up the 3rd personal foul. And
it could have been so good. And look at Coach Gates across the way, smiling and clapping repeatedly for Sean Phillips. He has been a force, just couldn't quite finish that on the bounce pass as he put the ball down.
Missouri was that close to taking its second lead of the game. 18-18 to play, down 1. Miami's got the ball. On the logo, Renew, left side, Henderson. Driving to the right elbow against Barrett. Bullies into the paint. Hands it now to Uday. Missed it, but fouled by Barrett. It'll send Uday to the free throw line, where he's a 66% foul shooter in ACC play. 51% on the season.
Really good foul by T.O. Barrett. And as I thought that, I looked across the way, and Kyle Smith-Peters was saying the same thing, clapping, saying good foul, because the big fella at 6'11" was a mismatch for Barrett. Put him at the line where he's not been very good.
Uday's free throw. Rims in just over the front of the rim. Remember, you can listen to the Inside Mizzou Athletics Sports Podcast presented by Shelter Insurance with Brad and Matt each and every week, wherever you get your podcast from. Ernest Uday gives Miami a 32-30 lead with 18:08 to play. The big man's next free throw missed it. Rebound Mark Mitchell. Tigers with the ball. They've only led once, and that was back with about 18.5 minutes to play in the first half. Robinson comes in the front court, 1-2-2, zoned by Miami. Mitchell at the free throw line, turns to Phillips, head and shoulder fake, and he flushed it.
Great pass, Robinson, early offense. They got him to the line, no one was around, and Mitchell a playmaker from that spot.
Tied at 32. Donaldson left to the logo, left side between the circles. Henderson back to Donaldson, a 3 from the logo off the front of the rim. Rebound off of Phillips, pulled down by Renew to the left block, puts it up and in as Phillips, conscious of not picking up that 4th foul. Throw it ahead to Stone, intercepted by Donaldson, picked up by Barrett, splits 2 defenders to the left block. Fans outside of the corner, now leaves it for Robinson. Missouri down by 2 with 17:20 to play. Robinson, middle of the court. Mitchell takes it left side of the key, guarded by Uday. To the free throw line, mishandled the ball, picked up by Donaldson, 3-on-1 break. Donaldson passes it, Henderson goes off of his legs, and a foul call on a reach on Robinson. And I agree with the call from Sean Hull. Crowd does not. It was the swipe down by Robinson that caught the attention and became the foul.
Yeah, if nothing else, even if he doesn't hit him, I like what you said there, caught the attention. The refs almost look for that. Not supposed to, you don't anticipate calls, but it just looks that way, whether it is or isn't.
So to the free throw line, the freshman Shelton Henderson, 59% in ACC play, 59% on the season. 6'6", 240-pound freshman from Houston misses the first.
And this kid not only has played, but has started every game this season. So at this point, it's almost like he's not a freshman anymore, right? When he played 34 games, started them all for a really good basketball team.
34-32, Miami with the lead. 17:05 to play. Henderson's next free throw. Missed it. Rebound Stone. Good block out by Phillips against Uday. Missouri with a chance to tie or take the lead with the 3. Only one lead for Missouri in the game. Left wing Mitchell beyond three, guarded by Uday, gets to the elbow, to the free throw line. Right wing Robinson, guarded by Allen to the left elbow, gets back middle of the paint. Right wing Mitchell with 9 on the shot clock, cut off at the right elbow. Now sends it to the scorer's table. Bad passes. Barrett tried to cut. Mark Mitchell wanting him to flare. Turnover against Missouri.
We're getting far too much activity here courtside at the broadcast spot, with Jeremy in his chair getting run over, and then the ball almost hitting us.
Sean Hall with a smile looking at us and says, "You guys are involved too much."
Who's got the magnet here, Mike? Is it you? Must be Jeremy, because he's been the closest each time.
Barrett sits down. Pierce comes in. Phillips sits down. Burns comes in. Miami with the ball in a 2-point lead. 16:40 to play. Donaldson brings it to the left side of the court. Guarded by Robinson. Now comes middle of the floor. Sends it right side. Allen. Right wing. Henderson back to Allen. Right side of the key. Fans outside. Top of the key. Renew. Back to Allen. Drives on the baseline. Henderson to the free throw line. Left wing. Donaldson a three. Made it. Donaldson with a three, and Miami leads by 5 with 16:17 to play. Robinson left of the logo, guarded by Donaldson. Handling the ball with the right hand behind a Mitchell screen to the right elbow. Picked up by Uday. Ball fake. Looks and throws it to Burns on the left wing. Bounce it left baseline in the short corner for Mitchell against Uday. To the left block. Turns back to the baseline. Now back outside for Stone. Shot clock at 9. He's beyond 3 on the left side. Handling the ball to the top of the key to the free throw line. Gets fouled on the drive. Allen or Uday, both were there.
Coach Gates yelling from the sideline, take him, as he took Allen off the dribble. That was advantage Jaden Stone, and he drew the foul against Miami.
Personal foul called against Allen. Takes us to the under 16 timeout. 15:50 to play here in St. Louis. Missouri trailing 37-32 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
It's game time. As Mizzou hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance, protecting your business vehicles 24/7. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store has moved and is now located inside Mizzou Arena. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day, or online at tigerteamstore.com. It's always black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
At Mosier's, we're more than a grocery store. We're your neighbors, serving neighbors. Every cart is filled with trusted prices, local favorites, and quality food we'd be proud to serve at our own tables. From fresh produce to meats cut right here in store to everyday essentials that keep your family fueled, shopping at Mosier's means supporting local farms, local families, and the community we share. So when you cheer on the Tigers, know that Mosier's is always closer to home. Mosier's, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics.
Miami leading Missouri 37-32 with 15:50 to play. Missouri had at least 2 opportunities to take the lead here in the second half. Couldn't do so. Donaldson with a 3, Miami by 5.
Yeah, Tigers got to hang in there, play strong defense, rebound the basketball, and hopefully that offense will come. Dante Allen leading Miami with 9 points. That's a surprise. You wouldn't have had him, I don't think, at the top of your scoring list for them. And for Missouri, it's 9 for Stone, 8 for Anthony Robinson.
Miami now with just 12 offensive rebounds. I say just 12 because with about 5 minutes to play in the first half, they had 11.
And one other thing, both teams shot 69% from the free throw line for the season. Missouri 6 of 6, Miami 4 of 12. They're leaving some out there, Mike.
Food Bank proud to be the official charitable partner of Mizzou Athletics. Hunger knows no season. Visit scoreagainsthunger.org and learn how you can help feed Missouri. Splashing in the first of 2 for Jaden Stone after the first foul called against Dante Allen. Cuts the lead to 4 with 15:50 to play. The next free throw, good. 37-34, a one-possession game here in the Lou on a late Friday night. Into the front court, left of the logo, on the logo, Donaldson, left side, Henderson, guarded by Pierce. Henderson behind a screen to the right elbow, good show by Burns. Top of the key, Donaldson gets a right wing, puts up the jumper off the bounce, good. He's starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, we got to try to keep him in check because he's really the head of the snake with this Miami outfit.
A little step back off the bounce from 3 from the right wing, and Miami back by 5. Mitchell to the top of the key, looking for his first field goal. To Stone, right side of the key from 3. Made it, and he got fouled by Washington. Cuts the lead to 2, and he'll shoot a free throw. Chance for the 4-point play.
Yeah, happy for Jaden there. He's been really good tonight off the ball. We know he worked so hard to get to those open spaces. Had tough luck shooting thus far, but there one goes. He's up to 14 points, 2 of 5 from three-point range now. That's what I meant by tough luck outside. Overall, 4 of 7. And again, just doing the job on the boards as well, Mike. 5 rebounds to go with his team-high 14 points.
He had only been in double figures in 1 of the last 5 games. So Jaden Stone at the free throw line makes the foul shot, and Missouri trails 39-38. Donaldson comes into the front court. Missouri crowd comes to its feet. Left side, Henderson. Behind Uday to the right elbow. Good show by Burns. Outside Donaldson. Ball fake. Now drives Robinson into the paint. Right side of the lane. Missed the teardrop. Rebound Uday on the weak side. Flip it outside Allen. 3 from the left wing. In and out. Rebound Uday. Taken away by Robinson of Missouri. Just stripped the big man. Right to left comes Missouri looking for the lead. Robinson to Stone. Ball fake. Now gets to the left side of the key. Picks up the dribble. No look pass to Cruz. Jump hook. Dances out. Rebound pulled down by Renew.
Well, everything was good except the bounce off the rim for the Tigers.
At least 3 opportunities to take the lead. Henderson to the top of the key, guarded by Mitchell on the switch. Crossover to the right elbow, gets to the right block, missed it badly. Rebound pulled down by Robinson off a deflection. Missouri with the ball, a chance to take the lead. Robinson into the front court, right wing Cruz, a 3 for the lead. Air ball pulled down by Uday. Quick shot from the right corner by Jacob Cruz. 39-38 the Miami lead with 14 minutes to play. The winner gets Purdue on Sunday. To the top of the key, Donaldson. Left wing, Allen. Allen handling the ball. Left side taken on the wing inside the arc by Renew, guarded by Mitchell. Gets left side of the lane. Leans in, steps back, and a foul on Robinson coming over the top to reach in and pick up the foul, trying to block the big man's shot. 3rd personal foul on Anthony Robinson. Quickly, Theo Baird will come in for Dennis Gates.
Yeah, got a little too excited, a little too greedy, perhaps, defensively playing from behind. He's been really good in 20 minutes, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, but the negative number, those 3 fouls, because they really want him on the floor down the stretch of this game. You can bet Coach Gates and his staff a lot of times with Theo Barrett.
Malik Renew averages almost 19, 18.8 on the season. He's got 7 tonight, 1 of 2 from the foul line, makes the 3rd free throw opportunity of the night to give Miami a 40-38 lead. Remember, you can listen to the SEC all season long on Sirius XM. Robinson out, Barrett in. Theo Barrett has yet to score in this game. He and Mark Mitchell are combined 0 for 6 from the field.
You wouldn't feel too great about Missouri's chances, would you, with those numbers? But here the Tigers are still within 2.
Renew makes both free throws. 3-point lead for Miami. Less than 14 to play. They led by as many as 10 late in the first half. Barrett into the front court, gets to the left elbow. Picks up the dribble, outside Stone. Ball fake, shadowed in the zone by Allen. Comes to the right side of the court. Bounce it, Mitchell top of the key to the free throw line. Left wing, open from the corner. Barrett a 3, left it short, an air ball. Pinballs around, picked up by Uday. Outlet to Allen. into the front court. On the left sideline comes Allen from Miami, who leads by 3. Throws it right side, Donaldson. Right wing inside the arc, Henderson. Back to Donaldson, now to Henderson. He'll drive Burns to the right block. Head and shoulder fake. Put it up and in. Just overpowered Trent Burns, the 6'6" freshman from Houston.
And got him on his feet, backpedaling too. Once he saw that, Henderson, he knew exactly what he was going to do.
And again, T.O. Barrett should not be taking the short shot from the corner. Elbow Mitchell to Burns, top of the key. Stone a 3. Bang! And Missouri cuts the lead to 2.
He's really stepped up when Missouri needed him tonight. Jaden Stone, we called for it at the outset of the broadcast. He's really responded.
He had 20 in 5 SEC games this season. He's got 18 tonight, and Missouri pulls within 2. 12 and a half to play. Allen, middle of the floor, Renew, left side for Henderson. Handling the ball left side of the key, left wing inside the arc for Renew, guarded by Cruz. Lurking is Mitchell, picks up the dribble left side, Allen. Baseball pass, right wing Henderson, toe raise 3 on the way. Missed it, rebound Cruz, jumped too quickly. Comes outside, top of the key to Donaldson. Right side, Henderson, now Renew a 3 from the right wing over Burns, whose hands were down. Knocked it down, hands down, man down. 46-41. Miami with the 5-point lead. Mitchell on the right wing. Drives Uday to the elbow, gets to the left side of the lane, leans in, now knifes his way to the left side, gets his first field goal.
What a shot by Mitchell over the bigger Uday, the ACC Defensive Player of the Year.
46-43, Missouri within 3. Allen right side, right wing Renew, 11:45 to play. Miami with the ball in a 3-point lead. Handling the ball, Renew to the cutter, Allen, little teardrop, missed it, rebound Burns of Missouri, fouled by Uday, who picks up his 3rd personal foul. Takes us to the under 12 timeout. 11:36 to play in St. Louis. Miami 46, Missouri 43 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, let's salute the real heroes, our military service members. Veterans United Home Loans is proud to honor them as the hero of the game. Know a veteran or active duty service member who deserves the spotlight? Nominate your hero today at veteransunited.com/hero. That's veteransunited.com/hero. Help us recognize those who have served with courage, dedication, and pride.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Nick Rector, and I'm proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-449-5739.
11 minutes and 36 seconds to play. Missouri trailing 46-43. Gentile is now the apparel provider of the Mizzou Radio Network. Check out their new collection of Mizzou apparel available at gentileapparel.com or at Bingham's in downtown Columbia the next time that you're in town for the game. Gentile Apparel, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics.
Missouri 14 of 38 from the field, 6 of 20 from the arc, a perfect 9 for 9 at the line. Miami 17 of 47 overall, 6 of 17 from the arc, just 6 of 14 from the free throw line, 43%. Individually, Jaden Stone, 18 points to lead the Tigers. He's the only one in double figures. Miami, led by its usual suspect now, Malik Renew, has moved into the scoring lead with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 10 points from the freshman Shelton Henderson, 9 from Dante Allen, 8 from Trey Donaldson. So really balanced attack for the Canes. Missouri clearly led by Jaden Stone, the only in double figures, and it is a 3-point Miami lead, 11 and a half to go.
20th time in 33 games that he's reached double figures. The fifth-year player out of Perth, Australia, who will help him down the stretch. Missouri's had at least 4 opportunities in the second half. 4 possessions to take the lead and couldn't do so.
I just hope the Tigers continue that strong defense, try to improve on the boards, and the shots will drop if they get good looks and play the right way offensively.
Dumfrat comes in for Miami. Missouri's only lead came with 18 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the first half. Miami led by as many as 10. Pierce and Phillips back in. Barrett brings it into the front court, guarded by Donaldson. Gets to the right side. Left side, Pierce. Left wing deflected out of bounds by Allen. Tried to get Cruz in the left wing, and the ball was deflected in the passing lane.
Yeah.
So Missoula inbound, left sideline of the front court to our left. Barrett to trigger it.
Really good hands by Allen defensively. Just disruptive, prevented a good look at a three-point shot for the Tigers.
19 on the shot clock. Barrett holds and looks. Gets it to Stone, now gets it back. Barrett behind a Phillips screen, gets to the right side of the key, right side of the lane. Pivots, throw it outside to Stone, retrieves it on the logo. Shot clock at 12, guarded by Allen. Doesn't use a Phillips screen. To the left wing, step back jumper. Missed it. Rebound on the weak side, pulled down on the baseline. Cruz. Left side of the basket, Barrett misses. Tipped it, no good. Tipped by Phillips, controlled by Renew. Miami with the ball, leading by 3 with 11 minutes to play at 46-43. Robinson to come in next at ball. Donaldson left of the logo. Around a pick to the right wing. Good show by Phillips. Top of the key. Dumfrat a 3. Missed it. Rebound Phillips of Missouri. Mizzou with the ball down 3. Stone to Pierce on the left wing in the front court. Guarded by Renew. Handling the ball with the right hand. Now to Phillips. Left side of the key. One bounce hands to Barrett. Goes behind him to the left wing. Double team. Left side of the key off the hands of Pierce. Drives left side of the lane. Jumps up at the block. Had it blocked by Renew. Off of Pierce. Pulled down by Allen. Left to right comes Miami, leading by 3. Allen, left wing, Dumfrat, wide open 3, buried it. Miami by 6.
Boy, in transition, they got a great look. Dumfrat on the left wing and a good delivery to him.
Timeout taken by Dennis Gates. Miami leads by 6 with 10:13 to play on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses with affordable coverage options. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Hey Tiger fans, Mike Kelly here. When it comes to protecting your home, you've got to have a solid defense. That's why I count on Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. For nearly 40 years, Helitech has been keeping homes healthy, foundations strong, and blocking water. Their team of experts play every job like it's the championship game with skill, precision, and pride. Inspections are free, so make your next move at HelitechOnline.com. Helitech, where the best defense starts below the floor.
Heal your home with Helitech.
At MediaCom, we believe no matter where you live or work, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we're one of the first in the nation to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve, why we invest billions of dollars into our network. And it's why you can always count on MediaCom to deliver 99.99% network reliability. The fact is, it doesn't matter where you are. With MediaCom, you're always moving forward. Network reliability based on the 2022 MediaCom Executive Summary Outage Exception Report.
10 minutes and 13 seconds to play. Missouri trailing 49-43 here in St. Louis against Miami. Congratulations to the Missouri baseball team. Tigers knocked off number 22 Tennessee in Knoxville tonight by the score of 8-4 to pick up their first SEC win of the season. helping people of all ages develop skills to overcome physical, mental, and financial challenges across the state of Missouri, the Center for Human Resources.
The Tony Vitello-less Tennessee Volunteers, the Mizzou alum, now the manager of the San Francisco Giants after taking Tennessee to a national title. And I saw the Mizzou softball team lost a hard-fought one to Alabama, 2-1 to end Missouri's softball team's long winning streak.
Tigers with the ball down by 6 after Dennis Gates takes the timeout after Miami got the wide-open 3 from the left wing. To inbound it, front court on the hash mark on the right sideline. Stone gets it into Robinson, right of the logo. Handling the ball at the left hand. Left side of the key, Mitchell. Mitchell with 1 field goal tonight. Guarded by Henderson to the free throw line. Right wing Robinson steps into a 3. Buried it. Ant knocks down the 3.
And he's in double figures with 11 to go with those 3 rebounds and assists. He has come up for the Tigers tonight.
Can Missouri get a stop? Donaldson left of the logo behind a Uday pick. Good show by Phillips. Donaldson right side between the circles. Left side Dumfrat. Driving, gets to the right side of the lane. Had it knocked away by Robinson. Robinson, middle of the floor, bounces to Stone on the right side. Stone into the paint, knifes it up and in. Lays it in, and Missouri cuts the lead to 1. He'll shoot a free throw with a chance to tie it.
Boy, those two, Robinson and Stone, have been so good in the backcourt. 3 steals for Robinson now with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and Jaden Stone, get him the ball. 20 points, a game-high 20 as he's 6 of 10 at the line, 3 of 7 at the arc, 5 of 5 at the free throw line where he is right now.
First time he's been at 20 points since back on February the 7th at South Carolina. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Phillips will sit down as Pierce comes in for Missouri. Jaden Stone at the free throw line trying to tie the game. At 49, he does.
Stone looks and nods over here. He told me he was so excited to be in the NCAA tournament. We've had great talks about his career, and he looked right at us and gave us a positive nod.
Donaldson into the front court on the right side, middle of the floor, Renew. Left side, Henderson. Guarded by Cruz to the right elbow. Bounce it right wing. Drew Washington's 3. Misses. Rebound Robinson. Missouri has a chance to take its second lead. Throw it ahead to Pierce to the rim. Trying to dunk it and got fouled hard by Henderson. Pierce went into the standard behind the backboard. Got up, says he's okay. He'll shoot free throws with a chance to give Missouri its first lead since 18 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the first half of this game.
He said he was okay, and then he had a few choice words for the foul. It was a hard foul. They're going to look at it again, as Trent certainly took exception to that, but Stone and company urging on these Tiger fans here in St. Louis.
Let's hear from Pip Kissinger here in just a moment.
All right, previous foul is under review.
Clearly a hard foul. Don't know if it was flagrant, but that's what they're examining now.
Where did the hand make contact is the question, because he was going up for the dunk. If it was around the shoulder and head area, then it could be a flagrant 1.
Trent had bad intentions, that's for sure. He had that ball cocked back in that right arm, and that 6'10" frame was going to hammer it.
There is no upgrade to a flagrant 1. It's a personal foul. 2 shots for Missouri.
UConn in a battle tonight. They lead by 10 against Furman in the second half.
Yeah, Trent got hit hard, but it wasn't to his head. It was a hard foul on a shooter, and Dennis Gates nods affirmatively to Kip Kissinger, who goes over and explains it to him, and that's what Miami was saying. It's like, look, he was shooting. We're just trying to block the shot. So a hard foul, but a basketball play, I thought. And now Pierce just has to knock down the free throws.
His first foul shots of the night. He's 1 for 5 from the three-point line, 1 of 7 from the field, but a chance to give Missouri its second lead of the game. Does.
And, you know, that's impressive, too. After a physical, emotional play like that, Trent, deep breath, gets up to the line and just puts it in.
Cruz sits down. Phillips comes back, and you can just sense Missouri may have a run about ready to come.
Especially with the fans in the building. They want to run, and they can help lead the team onto a run.
7-0 over the last 47 seconds. Make it 8-0. Missouri with a 51-49 lead. Not going to get a stop defensively. 9:14 to play at the corner of 14th and Clark. Missouri leads by 2. Donaldson into the front court on the logo between the circles. Throws it right side of the key. Renew. Guarded by Mitchell. Left side of the logo, Donaldson. Left sideline, Henderson. Shot clock at 12. Henderson guarded by Pierce. Right wing, True Washington, 8 on the shot clock. Left wing, Donaldson, catch and shoot 3. Made it, splashed it in. Miami leads 52-51.
Well, he's a gamer. How good is this? Robinson and Donaldson, high school buddies, teammates, neighbors going back and forth.
Can Missouri answer? Stone, right side. Right wing, Mitchell will drive Uday to the right block, turns middle, trying to lean in, throws it outside to Robinson. Robinson handling the ball, guarded by Washington. Wants a screen for Mitchell to the left side of the key. On the slip, Mitchell catches left side, put it up. Missed it off the glass, tip no good, rebound Uday. Outlet to Henderson. Uday has been a force on the inside, on the glass on both ends.
6'11", 266 pounds.
Donaldson to the left wing, guarded by Robinson. Flip it out to Renew, gets it back, curls it on the slip. Renew on the baseline to the block. Leans in from the missed it wide right. Rebound Phillips. Outlet to Robinson. Missouri trailing 52-51, less than 8 to play. Robinson around Donaldson, floats it. Caught in the left corner by Trent Pierce, guarded by Washington. Top of the key, Mitchell, open 3. Bang! And Missouri leads it 54-52 with less than 8 to play.
Smiles on the Tigers bench with the coaches because Mark's been inconsistent, but much better lately from three-point range.
Missouri leads it 54-52. Jay Lucas takes a timeout. The under 8 timeouts arrived on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, let's salute the real heroes, our military service members. Veterans United Home Loans is proud to honor them as the hero of the game. Know a veteran or active duty service member who deserves the spotlight? Nominate your hero today at veteransunited.com/hero. That's veteransunited.com/hero. Help us recognize those who have served with courage, dedication, and pride.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
With Chris Trevino, Mike Kelly back inside the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, where Missouri leads Miami 54-52. Westwood One and the Varsity Network app will bring you every moment of March all the way to the Indianapolis. From the hometown call you love to the only place to stream your team's broadcast all season is at the Varsity Network app.
Well, Missouri's two guards, specifically Jaden Stone and Anthony Robinson, have been so good. 32 points combined. They are 10 of 15 shooting from the field. Stone has 5 rebounds, Robinson 4 to go with 4 assists and 3 steals. And then don't forget about Big Sean Phillips in 21 minutes of play, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 block shots. And what a game as Missouri has put itself on top of Miami. Tigers in the lead, 54-52, 7:39 to play.
Uday with 10 rebounds, 5 offensive, 5 defensive for Miami in 30 minutes of action. Missouri with a 2-point lead. Winner will get Purdue coming up on Sunday here inside the Enterprise Center.
That would be so exciting, but this right now, right here, is pretty exciting in its own right. The Tigers in Miami going at it really good. 7-10 seeded game. Miami the 7, Mizzou the 10.
Mark Mitchell, 6 points. Mark Mitchell with 9 points in the game. 2 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, but knocked down the 3. Miami from the left hash mark in the front court to inbound. Henderson to trigger. Stone, Robinson, Phillips, Pearson, Mitchell for Missouri. Donaldson takes it left of the logo, comes middle of the floor to balance it. Guarded by Robinson, his former high school teammate. Right side of the key. Henderson to the right wing, picked up on the switch by Mitchell. To the right block, comes under the basket. Left wing, Washington drives. Spins back to the left side of the lane, puts it up over Stone. Missed it, but got fouled. Stone with a little bit of a reach, got him on the arm, and so Washington will shoot free throws with a chance to tie it as Stone picks up his third personal foul.
Miami really does a nice job offensively, moving the ball well side to side. They've got guys willing to drive the ball into the lane across the line. But again, this team led the Atlantic Coast Conference better than 50% shooting from the field for the season. But Missouri's doing a nice job defensively overall, Mike, on them. Well below that mark tonight.
Washington's free throw, good. They understand their identity, Chris, and they know that they want to play inside out. They're 332nd out of 365 nationally in three-point attempts.
Yeah, 37% from the field today, 36% from the arc. So Missouri really keeping them down.
Two free throws ties it at 54 from True Washington. Missouri with the ball, 7:21 to play in regulation. Robinson comes into the front court on the logo. Left side of the key, Mark Mitchell faces up, guarded by Renew. Drives him with the right hand, gets into the paint, jumps up to the block, turn middle, hands it to Phillips, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Uday, picked up by Donaldson, and it came free. Left to right comes Miami to the front court with the game tied at 54 with 7 to play in regulation. On a slip, Renew on the left wing, guarded by Stone, bullies him to the left block, puts it up, and it dances in, and Miami leads 56-54.
Renew really establishing himself much more so this second half. 14.6 rebounds and got the roll on that effort.
Stone comes into the front court for Missouri, guarded by Donaldson. Handling the ball, bounces it to Mitchell, right of the logo. Mitchell guarded by Uday to the right wing. Gets to the right block, turns middle, 3 defenders there, taken away by Renew. Came over on the weak side. He was bracketed by 3 defenders. Miami with the ball in a 2-point lead, 6:20 to play. Donaldson into the front court on the logo. Robinson backing off of him. Shot clock at 15. Can Mizzou get a stop? Trailing by 2. Donaldson to the right wing. Top of the key. Renew. Thought about it. Now a 3. Good. Late closeout by Mitchell. Dennis Gates wants a timeout as he came out on the court to talk to Sean Hull. Miami with a 5-0 spurt. 7-0 run, to come from a 2-point deficit to a 5-point lead with 6:04 to play.
Yeah, Renew with those last 5, and he starts inside out, scoring in on the block, then working out to the 3-point range and knocking it down.
30-second timeout taken by Dennis Gates. And again, Mark Mitchell gets inside the paint, Chris, and I know he's had a tough night, but gives the ball up for Phillips when he had another point-blank look a couple of possessions ago.
Yeah. And credit to Miami. I mean, they came in, obviously, with a plan to double hard on him, and they have from the opening tip. And that last time, as you mentioned, there were 3 Hurricanes surrounding him, and Phillips couldn't quite convert after Mitchell got rid of the ball and all that traffic. Sean had a good look at it, just bounced off the back of the iron. Missouri within 5, got to really hang in here now.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mizzou Basketball on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Missouri will have the ball down by 5, 6:04 to play in regulation. True Washington will come into the backcourt to guard Anthony Robinson. Stone comes to help out and takes the inbounds pass from Mark Mitchell. Hands to Robinson. Missouri will come right to left. Down by 5 after leading by 2. Robinson, left elbow. On the wing, Phillips hands to Robinson. Left side guarded by Washington. Top of the key for Stone, guarded by Donaldson. Pivots to the right side of the court. Gets a pick from Phillips to the right side of the key. Picks up the dribble. Robinson takes it left of the logo, 8 on the shot clock. Step back from the left wing. Jumper misses. Rebound pulled down by Donaldson. Bad possession by Missouri. In transition comes Henderson to the rim for the flush. 9-0 Miami run, and they lead by 7 with 5:30 to play. Robinson into the front court for Missouri on the right wing. Comes to the left side of the court. Handling the ball Now leaves it for Mark Mitchell, guarded by Uday. Left side of the key. Inside the arc on the left wing. Trying to back him down left side of the lane. Gets into the paint. Turnaround. Jump hook misses, but fouled by Uday. Mark Mitchell will shoot free throws with Missouri trailing by 7 as Uday picks up his 4th personal foul. Third personal on Uday. Not his 4th. Mitchell's free throw. Missed it. Missouri had made its first 12 free throw attempts. They missed number 13. Cruz replaces Trent Pierce. UConn 58, Furman 52 with 13 and a half to play. Mitchell's free throw. Missed it. Left it short. Mark misses 2 free throws. Timeout taken by Kip Kissinger. Anthony Robinson shaken up. They're going to take a review. Robinson took a shot at Dennis Gates on the free throw miss. His former teammate and neighbor, Trey Donaldson, kind of pats him on the side, asks if he's okay as both teams go to the benches.
Well, I didn't see what, if anything, happened. Obviously, they're reviewing it. This could be big for Missouri.
Previous play is under review.
Tigers could use a break here, down 7 with 5 minutes remaining in the ballgame as Miami has really opened up a lead again with this spurt.
9-0 run by the Hurricanes after Missouri led by 2. So Kip Kissinger, Courtney Green, and Sean Hull are
after review. There is
play.
no upgrade. There was incidental contact. Ball will be placed in the backcourt. Miami basketball, 27 seconds.
So Miami's ball with 5:04 to play. Missouri desperately needing a stop now.
Yeah, they just struggled to score so much. Really, both teams in this game well below their season average. Again, you see that so often in this great event, the NCAA tournament, but you have got to anchor down defensively if you're Missouri to give yourself a chance for some late baskets down the stretch.
Henderson will inbound it. Missouri with Stone, Robinson, along with Phillips, Cruz, and Mark Mitchell. Donaldson with the ball. Miami in the midst of a 9-0 run after Missouri took a lead. Donaldson right of the logo, just inside a half court, comes back middle of the floor. Now to the right side behind a Renew pick. To Renew at the top of the key. A ball fake in the paint for Henderson. Dribbles to the right elbow, bounces outside. Donaldson 8 on the shot clock. Left side, True Washington 5 on the shot clock. Drives Stone to the free throw line. Leans in 2 on the shot clock. Missed it, got it back. Dribbles on the baseline, flip it outside Renew. Miami has the ball with 4.5 to play. On a slip, Renew in the paint. Right wing, open Henderson. His 3. Made it, a 10-0 Miami run. And the Hurricanes extend the lead to 10. An 11-0 run extends it to 10. Mitchell on the wing to the trailer Robinson. Second time tonight, Missouri's trailed by 10. Robinson to the right wing, to the right baseline. Now drives Washington into the paint. Left corner Mitchell. Here comes a 3. Made it. Mark rims in his second 3 of the night. Mizzou down by 7.
2 timely threes when Missouri's really needed them, and that was getting to be desperation time, but back within those 6 points now, 63-57.
They called the Henderson shot from the right side a 2, so it's a 6-point Miami lead. Donaldson, right elbow, Renew, faces up against Cruz, spins back to the block, turns middle, blocked by Phillips, and a foul call on Sean Phillips. Will be his 4th personal foul. The under 4 timeout arrives. Missouri down by 6. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Members, stay with us at the conclusion of this game for our Socket Fiber postgame show. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Missouri trailing 63-57. Miami's made 4 of its last 5 field goal attempts.
Yeah, and the numbers bear that percentage-wise. All of a sudden, they're up to 40% from the field. That's the best they've been in a long time. 23-57 and 41% from three-point range. 9 of 22. Just a 35% three-point shooting team for the season, but they have really stepped up. Donaldson's been good, 3 of 5. Renew, 2 of 4. And, of course, earlier in the first half was Dante Allen draining a couple. So the Canes have looked good. I mean, they really have. They've played well. They've led most of the way in this ballgame tonight. Missouri, to its credit, hanging in there against a better-seeded team. But still with hope. Under 4 minutes to play, but a 6-point game. Not impossible, but again, Missouri's got to get stops first to enable itself to score the points and catch the Canes.
Miami now with 16 offensive rebounds in the game. 4 in the second half, or 5 in the second half. Tigers took the lead with 9 minutes and 15 seconds to play on 2 free throws by Trent Pierce, Mizzou's second lead of the night. They would lead it 54-52 before Miami goes on a 10-0 run to take a 9-point lead.
And the Canes, we've talked about them playing the right way, playing inside out. They average 43 points in the paint per game, 4th best in the country. And you're just seeing their design of play and their execution. They just swing the ball side to side and they get downhill.
Renew will step to the free throw line, where he's 3 of 4 tonight. He's got 17 points. 10 in the second half. The left-hander, transfer from Indiana, his first free throw, made it. The lead grows to 7 with 3:40 to play. Malik Renew's next free throw. Pinball's in. 65-57, Miami with the lead, Missouri with the ball. 3:37 to play in regulation. Robinson behind a double screen, gets to the right side on the wing beyond 3. Handling the ball, comes middle of the floor. Now on the logo, shot clock at 15. Robinson dribbling to the right wing, backdoor cut Stone, left corner Mitchell, open 3, buried it over Uday, and Missouri cuts the lead to 5.
Boy, Mitchell is just having a game. What a gutsy kid he is. He's not gone well, 1 of 5 beneath the arc, but he's poured in 3 threes.
Mark Mitchell now with 15. Tigers in a 2-possession game with 3 minutes to play. Miami with the ball. Henderson almost walked on a jab step. Donaldson from the left sideline, a 3 rainbows in, and like that, Miami goes back up by 8.
Ooh, he's a cool customer. Donaldson coming up clutch time and again this second half.
68-60, the Miami lead. Mitchell with a drive to the right side of the lane, puts it up. It missed it, but he got fouled by Uday, who now picks up his 4th personal foul.
And that's big. If Missouri can stay alive, hang in there, extend this game, if they can get the big fella Uday out of there, that would be huge because he's huge, especially on the defensive end of the court.
So Mitchell to the foul line where he missed his last 2. Clock stopped, chance to cut into the lead. Missouri trailing 68-60. First free throw good. Mark now with 16. He's been so consistent for Missouri. Coming off back-to-back 32-point games, averaging 24.5 in the last 6. Double figures in
30 of the 33 games this season. Pierce back in for Missouri. Mitchell's next free throw, good. Allen comes in replacing Uday with the 4 fouls. Phillips sits for Missouri, so it's Robinson, Stone, Cruz, Mitchell, and Trent Pierce. Tigers need a stop, trailing by 6 in a 2-possession game. Less than 3 to play. Donaldson into the front court. Middle of the floor, handling the ball, guarded by Robinson just inside a half court. And his heels barely inside a half court. To the right side, Donaldson. Left corner, Drew Washington to the left elbow. Top of the key, Allen, 9 on the shot clock, shadowed by Pierce. Right block, Renew against Robinson, turns middle, banks it home, fouled by Robinson. He just muscled it through the defense of Anthony Robinson, the 6'9" Renew. Increases the lead to 8. Uday's going to come right back in for Jay Lucas with 2:17 to play.
Well, Renew really taking over. He and Donaldson, again, they're 2 stars stepping up as you'd expect your best players to do, as you'd want them to do. And Renew now 21 points, so it's 18 times this season he's scored 20 or more, and no bigger games for Miami than this one as they're trying to close out an NCAA tournament win.
Winner gets Purdue on Sunday. Miami the 7 seed, Missouri the 10 seed. Miami a 1.5 favorite coming in. They lead by 8, now 9 with 2:17 to play. Does Missouri have some late magic in the tank here in St. Louis? Mitchell into the front court on the logo. To the right side, guarded by Renew. To the right elbow with the drive. Jump stop, jump hook, misses. Tipped by Stone, controlled by Donaldson. Miami with the ball. 3-possession game, 2 minutes away from a date with Purdue on Sunday. Donaldson into the front court, and Miami's guards now can really be content with a running clock. Donaldson, right side, Henderson gets it back. 13 on the shot clock with 1:45 to play. Missouri electing not to double. Donaldson to the left, or Renew the left elbow. Henderson back outside Donaldson. 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key, jumper from 3. Dagger.
Oh, what a shot.
74-62. Miami can sense a date with Purdue as Dennis Cates takes a timeout. The Hurricanes with their largest lead of the game. After falling behind by 2, the Canes lead by 12 with 1:29 to play.
Well, Trey Donaldson, I mean, been there, done that, right? We saw him at Auburn, really good teams with Bruce Pearl. Then Michigan, which has been a really good team in recent years, especially this year. And now at Miami, I mean, he and Renew, the 1-2 punch, just taking over for the Canes. Big plays down the stretch to send some of these fans, unfortunately, in black and gold out of the building here in St. Louis already.
You know, I've said this for many years. This game is still about kids making plays, whether it be Tyus Edney in 1995 with a run to the basket in 4.8 seconds, or tonight with Renew and Donaldson stepping up in the second half for their team.
Yeah, both in the second half. That's the thing. It's one thing for them to lead them in scoring, right? You expect that. They've done it all year. But my goodness, when it got tough for Miami in this building in downtown St. Louis, Missouri, with a partisan crowd against them, those 2 guys are getting it done. It looks like Miami will get it done, up 12 in the final 90 seconds. I also want to point out their defense. They've been so good against Mark Mitchell. Now, he's got 17 points, Mike, but 9 of them are from 3-point range. You don't think Jay Lucas would have lived with that before the game? Say, make Mark Mitchell shoot threes. If he makes threes, we live with it. Well, they're going to live with it and probably win with it because they have played offensively and defensively, Miami, inside out.
And to your point, Mark, 3 3-pointers tonight, only 4 field goals.
Right. So he's 1 for beneath the arc, basically, is what we're saying. And a great player and still working and leading his team, but it looks like it might fall short against a really well-coached team with a young head coach, but it's in his blood. We talked about his dad, John Lucas, and again, he's coached at Texas, Kentucky, and Duke. Not bad places to learn for coaching, huh?
I think you could absorb some things.
Just a few.
From those bosses?
Yes.
Pierce to inbound in the front court on the hash mark on the right sideline. Missouri down by 12 with 1:29 to play. Inbound on the left corner, Mark Mitchell, guarded by Uday, holds. Gives it to Cruz, a 3 from the right sideline, misses. Pulled down by Drew Washington. Miami on its way to a date with Purdue coming up on Sunday as the 7 seed is going to knock off Missouri before a partisan Mizzou crowd in St. Louis. And for the second time playing an NCAA game in St. Louis, Missouri's going to come up short. They did so against Houston in 92, and they're going to come up short tonight in 26 against the Miami Hurricanes.
Just for the second time in 10 games this tournament, an SEC team is going to lose. Georgia lost to St. Louis U. Missouri going down here to Miami. And yes, the Tigers were a 10 seed, but they were in St. Louis, and both Texas A&M and Texas, as 10 seeds, were able to win.
And Missouri now 0-2 in postseason tournaments played of recent note in St. Louis. The SEC tournament, they go one and done a couple of years ago, and now they're going to go one and done in the NCAA tournament for the second consecutive year.
Let me correct myself. Texas an 11 seed, so even more impressive. The Longhorns went to Dayton in the first 4-1 and then took out number 6 seeded BYU last night.
So Miami will move on to take on the 2 seed Purdue on Sunday. First game of the doubleheader on Sunday will feature Kentucky into the front court. Driving as Robinson gets to the right block, head and shoulder fake. Hand it to Mitchell. One bounce, head and shoulder fake. Gets fouled by Uday, I believe, who will foul out of the game. First game of the matchup will be Iowa State against Kentucky on Sunday, then Purdue in Miami.
It's not going out on a limb based on the fact they're both number 2 seeds, but Iowa State and Purdue sure look like Final Four contenders. I mean, there's a great group of teams, don't you think, at the top, Mike? The 1s and 2s, of course, maybe Michigan State as a 3, but boy, this is a top-heavy tournament, as they often are, but especially this year, I think. We'll see how it plays out.
Mark Mitchell playing his final game in Missouri has got 18 points. Jaden Stone playing his final game in Missouri has got 21 points. Next free throw from Mark Mitchell. Good. Anthony Robinson. In this day and age, you'll wonder, does he come back for his last year at Missouri, or does he enter the portal? And then the only reason I say that is just because it's the trend. It's the times in which we live. 56.3 seconds to play, 75-64.
You know, I think Missouri played well, played hard defensively, and they had some good contributions. You look at Robinson and Stone. Mitchell, of course, is always there, which is such a compliment to him. But Phillips gave them some good minutes. So it's just, I think, a better team. Certainly Miami tonight, obviously, and by the seed was expected to be a better team and was favored here in St. Louis nonetheless.
Hard to win when you give up 16 offensive rebounds.
And 12 in the first half, I believe. It was at least 11, if not 12 in the first half.
11 in the first half is making the free throw renew. Miami 76, Missouri 64. Tigers are going to close the season with 4 consecutive losses and finish the season at 20-13. Miami's going to continue its record-setting campaign. They'll improve to 26-8. 55 seconds to play. Tigers down 12. Barrett to Pierce. Deep 3 from the right side, misses. Rebound, Barrett lost it. Picked up by Henderson. Comes into the front court. Fouled by T.O. Barrett with 46.4 seconds to play.
Well, and you mentioned some of the good numbers for Missouri this season. Get into the tournament 3rd time in 4 years under Dennis Gates. How about back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances for the first time since 2009 and 2013 when coaches Mike Anderson and then Frank Haith led the Tigers.
Purdue misses the free throw. Henderson misses the free throw. I'm sorry.
We were so good at not stepping on each other for 39 minutes plus. But something to build on, I think, for Missouri. Obviously, the tournament appearances and a great recruiting class coming in with 3 highly regarded freshmen.
Could that change? Could 3 become 4? We'll find out. Into the front court, driving Barrett into the paint. Left wing Pierce, jump stop at the left block, scoops it up right side of the basket and in. With 38.6 seconds to play, Missouri trailing 77-66. Anderson gets it into Drew Washington, fouled by Cruz. Building has emptied out in a hurry. As the Missouri fans so hopeful of seeing 2 inside this building, only get to see the Tigers play 1.
And now he mentioned the flip side of the coin for Missouri tonight. Stone, Mitchell, Robinson, I thought were really good, but T.O. Barrett, 0 for 6. Only 14 minutes. Jacob Cruz, 0 for 5, only 19 minutes. Trent Burns got some early time, but wasn't much of a factor. So, really, those 3 Tigers had tough nights in this last game.
For the first time since January the 27th, Luke Northweather will appear in the game, replacing Mark Mitchell, who gets a round of applause from the Missouri fans that are still in the building. Luke making his 20th appearance of the season. Transferred from Oklahoma a year ago, and again last played back on January the 27th against OU. 78-66. Nick Randall comes in for Missouri as well. Barrett into the front court. Around Washington, a little teardrop rims out. Rebound pulled down by Washington on the baseline. Taken away by Barrett, and a foul called on T.O. Barrett with 27.2 seconds to play in Missouri's season. Partner, it's been fun.
It has been. It's been a lot of fun. Enjoyed it as much as any season I think we've been together with you, with Jeremy, and of course the basketball team as well. Some ups and downs, obviously great wins, and unfortunately it's going to end with a 4-game losing streak for Missouri, not the way obviously they planned on ending the season in terms of regular season games or here in St. Louis. But Miami's good. I mean, they are as good as advertised, and that's what happens in the tournament, right? We don't see these teams from around the country necessarily, not often, not closely, but I'm impressed.
Think about Marcus Allen, the former Missouri player, diagnosed with cancer earlier in the season, sitting on the end of the Miami bench with a stocking cap covering his bald head.
Got to talk to him yesterday. He's doing well, has a very positive attitude, came over, said hello, and I'm so happy that he is doing well.
14-point Miami lead, Missouri with the ball. Final 16 seconds, Cruz holds it. Now just a toe raise three from the logo, misses, rebound Miami. The Hurricanes come into St. Louis, and they knock off Missouri before a partisan Missouri crowd inside the Enterprise Center. The 7 seed is going to go on to meet the 2 seed as the Tigers' season comes to a close, losing 80-66 as Missouri finishes the season 20-13. Socket Fiber brings you the postgame coverage. Up next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top